Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
You broke my heart today.
On Valentine's Day, bro.
Bro, I cried today.
I'm here with Razor eating ice cream, consoling him all night.
I cried, dude. Like, I couldn't believe it, man. Like, fuck, dude. I got inspired by sitting here watching these guys, bro. Like, fucking my mystery, like, doing mystery boxes and mail haul. Dude, I was hurt, bro. Let's continue on, guys.
Stop crying, you sniveling ass. Stop your nonsense.
God damn it, man.
All right.
Yeah, man. I don't know, bro.
All right.
Fuck, dude.
I know it gets to you.
What, are you gonna cry now? Come on, cry, baby. Cry for me. Come on. Cry.
Especially when those guys like Rob and DJ Links reached out to me and told me how much they were hurt and how they were not going to be sponsors and they're going to pull out. I'm hurt. That hurt, man. Yeah. You know what I do? I do need to grow some balls, bro. But you know what I mean? Maybe I do, man. Maybe I'm just, a big pussy, bro. You're right.
You're a pussy.
I'm a big emotional pussy, bro. You're right.
That's pussy, Razor.
Yeah, you might be right, bro.
Eat a bag of dicks. Nice language in front of our boys. They ain't playing tennis.
The following program deals with a controversial subject. The theories expressed are not the only possible interpretation. The viewer is invited to make a judgment based on all available information.
Well, it's called Can you hear me out there? I definitely heard that. Is Dead Alive the one where the mouth is opening on that poster?
Hey, man, don't be squirting water at me. I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, pal.
I need caffeine.
Oh yeah, yep, Dead Alive. It's like a girl opening her mouth and there's like a skeleton inside of her mouth. That's the poster. I've seen that poster a million times. Interesting.
Real fucking high on drugs.
Holy moly. The session was excellent, you guys. As you can see from the intro, that's how live YouTube works sometimes. And I hope you guys are enjoying your session as well. You know what I've been geeking out about? You'll like this. I've been geeking out lately about this new way to break down cannabis. It's not a new way. It's probably the oldest way, but it just wasn't done over here for a long time, and now they're doing it. It's really crazy where they use static electricity to grab all the trichomes off the heads of the trichomes off. They leave the stalk, so it's just the heads of the trichomes, dude. It's pretty amazing, dude. And the YouTube videos about them.
My mouth is watery, allegedly.
I know.
I gotta say that from now on because I did show some coworkers that I'm on this podcast. So allegedly.
Nice. Great. That was really smart.
And the only thing Aaron's into is K-pop. You got to get it straight.
I know, right?
Yeah. Jesus. So real quick, I do want to shout this out. This is, let me show you this. We talked about this when Joe Benitez was on, and I told him, I was like, dude, I saw two really good covers of variants from Lady Mechanica, and one of them was, shout out to Rye with the $5 super chat. He says, Hive Comics, that Suspiria drop was a beauty, bro. There we go. So speaking of a beauty, look at this thing. This is the Sora Sung. Look how good that is. Wow. That's really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
So I think most of them already sold. I think there might be some available on Comics Elite website. You guys can go there and check them out. I'll talk about it a little bit more later, but I just had to show that. I think this is beautiful, and I would love to get Sora on a show sometime. And I would also love to talk to I don't know, I believe it's her husband or boyfriend, Brett, who has also been in the industry for a long time. Like he's like old school. So I'd love to maybe get him on the industry show. Anyways. Stoned Thoughts from Clay. What's going on, gents?
Chilling.
Yeah.
Sora, by the way, is super amazing, super nice. So she's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
I'm about to travel again. I'm going out of town Monday.
Where
you going?
Here we go.
For work, for Dallas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, installing some new equipment. It should be pretty fun.
Yeah, it's a beautiful looking cover.
Yeah,
man.
gorgeous.
Cover only exists for 1 hour. Whatever sells during that hour becomes the final print run. Nice.
Yeah, you know what, dude? He obviously built that off of what you did, and I think he said multiple times, like, what a great fucking idea, you know?
I love it. That's the thing, man.
You know?
Yeah, I love to hear that for sure. That was an idea that I wanted to do for a very long time, and it was just finding the right book. I want to do it again. I've had people like, you know, are you going to do it again and stuff? And I've done like small iterations of it, but I feel like I only want to do it every once in a while. I don't want it to become like a bit, you know what I mean? Oh, every month I got another book, and it's like I'll find a book to do it for. It's like, no, next time I'll know what the book is next time, you know.
You could brand it already because, you know, Topps did that with baseball cards called Topps Now. You could call it Comics Now.
Yeah, I was just thinking about doing it as like the 2-minute variant or something, and like actually printing that on the back of a Marvel book and like doing it that way. So we'll see what happens. Would be cool though.
You have a great opportunity to do it with your book.
Yeah, we definitely that is a plan for one, is like doing it and then just knowing that we could truly sell whatever runs in 2 minutes, because I would just send it to print the next day. So that is something that I plan to do for sure. I've got some cool covers that I'm going to release some through San Diego, and then post San Diego, I have a couple for after that. I'll probably just do one with that for sure.
You could always slide one of those over to Hive, you know.
All right.
Take one of those covers with open arms.
All right. I got you. We'll work something out.
Oh yeah.
I think I'll have a link for you in a second, everybody, if you guys want that book. But I wanted to start off the show by doing some shilling, because tonight's show is about shilling. And we're just going to get right into it, ladies and gentlemen.
I got at you, McClay. I hope this makes your comfortable drunk. Because these dudes, goofy-ass dudes.
Into the news. Into the into the
But let's get down to business.
All right, let's get down to business.
You can save us some time. We got a lawyer in the audience. You know, just let's ask what the legal definition of a shill is. But it's no, Selden.
Yeah, dude. So it's kind of interesting. You know, people have obviously been following what's been going on lately with Dennis leaving the channel, and he was very adamant that one of the reasons that he felt like he had to leave was because he felt like there was a lot of shilling going on over here. And it kind of started when, you know, he accused me of shilling for bad idea. And, you know, I kind of went, is he just busting my balls, or is like he actually does he mean that? And when I asked him, hey man, do you mean that? And he said, yeah. I was like, okay, I get it now, you know, that type of thing. But in his video, he was very adamant that, you know, he doesn't like, he thinks that Kickstarters, you're shilling for the guests on the Kickstarters. He thinks that dropping a promo code, you're shilling for whoever the business is that you're dropping the promo code. And I think one of the biggest things that he forgets, along with some other people, you know, that feel that way, is that I'm not a retailer. Like a lot of retailers hang out on the show and bullshit, but I'm not a retailer, and I'm a podcaster. I'm a you know, a YouTuber, and what I do is I like to promote the shit that I'm into. And I've always said that. And I think that there's this big difference in what is truly shilling and what people think is shilling in the comic community. And I think it's a very good, conversation to have. I want to have, whoever, if you're in the chat, I want to hear your guys' opinions. We have retailers on the show and, on the panel tonight. I want to hear everybody's opinions on this. That's the important thing about this channel. And I think that it'd be interesting to kind of go into this by way of our boy Swagglehaus, who just put out a really good response video to him being called a shill because of a video where he reported on the sales or the interest of Logan Paul, you know what I mean? Like getting into manga, right? I don't know if you guys saw that. I'm sure you guys, everybody on the panel saw that, but I don't know if everybody in the audience has seen Logan Paul is getting into manga. A lot of old school manga purists are pissed, and they think that he's gonna ruin their collectibles. And when Swag responded to it, there was a big channel that's in the manga world on YouTube that called Swag a shill for it, right? And this is Swag's response. And I want to go through Swag's response and stop it and talk about it, and then he's going to I think he's going to jump on with us and shoot the shit with us after we EFAP his shit. All right, so here we go. Where is it? Videos. He called me a parasite. Look at that. 3 days ago.
So I go on vacation for a week.
All right, hold on here. Let's fix this shit. Let's put this over here. All right, here we go.
So I go on vacation for a week, and when I get back, I come to find out that apparently I am Logan Paul's co-conspirator, a market manipulator, and the biggest graded manga shill on the internet. At least that's what this YouTuber, Mother's Basement, seems to think about me, because last week he put out this video called "Parasites Are Eating Your Hobbies Alive." Now, this was a response video to the big news about Logan Paul getting into the manga space, buying the first appearance of One Piece and Dragon Ball, and being that he's an anime content creator, he felt a way about it, understandably so. But what was interesting about this is that he actually lumped me and the rest of the guys on the Ungraded Truth into his video and accused us of being these so-called parasites. So I felt like I had to respond to this because of the fact that I had tons of people sending this to me. This is a video that got 550,000 views. And, I'm not somebody who likes to punch down. I mean, he only has 1.4 million subscribers, and I have the biggest collectible podcast in the universe. So I know that you guys might think that I'm being a little petty here, but hopefully you guys will understand because of the fact that I was completely mischaracterized in this video. Like, we were.
So first of all, shout out to Swag for putting this out. This is a masterclass on how to respond. I'm gonna open the curtain a little bit. He hit me up. Either it was like one of us called each other, and he brought this up, and he said, what do you think I should do? And I'm like, well, you got to give a humorous response. Like, you're good at those humorous response, and that's what you got to do. You could just ignore it, which is stupid. This video got 550,000 views, you guys. You know what I mean? What pops in my head is, again, just like I say all the time in Drama Alert, it's all different when you're in the target, when you're in the crosshairs. It's all different in how you feel. And I'm lucky because I'm also not a retailer, and I try my best not to put retailers in bad positions anymore. I've learned over the years of doing the show that I try to put my guests in the best position, not to make them feel uncomfortable, because I don't want to feel uncomfortable, but like if it was me as a retailer, or you just water off your back. But in this world, in the YouTube world, somebody calls you a shill, or that you're grifting money off of your subscribers or, you know, whatever, or you're a shill, it doesn't look good. And it doesn't look good in the comics world either, right? I mean, that's an obvious thing for whatever reason, and we'll get to that in a little bit. It doesn't look good. So I think the humor is the best part, and he fucking nails this shit.
So clipped and pulled out of context, like it's actually kind of weird. Like, I don't know if you guys, you know, make content yourself or have ever had this experience, but it's so strange to have what you say be completely distorted. So I felt like I have to respond to this. So we're not going to go through his whole video. We're going to watch the sections where he talks about us, and I'm just going to kind of go through and respond to some of the criticisms that he had.
And just as they did and do with Pokemon cards, they've been doing it with manga for the last year or so. Just take a look at this totally legit auction reported by Swagglehaus in early April of, by an astounding coincidence, the exact same two Zashi that Logan Paul was planning to buy just 16 days later, with a graded Dragon Ball going for 45 grand and One Piece for 42.5. Now, just...
I'm going to have to kind of go line by line or piece by piece of this because there's a lot that he's implying. I mean, obviously, when he uses this completely legit auction, coincidentally posted this thing, like, I don't know what you're insinuating here. Are you insinuating that I somehow was seeding the fact that these sales happened so that when Logan Paul announced his purchase of the mangas, like, that was me kind of setting him up? Are you implying that Logan Paul and I are best friends here? Do you think that I text message him? Like, no, that's just not the case. This was an auction that happened on Heritage. That was a big trading.
Like, usually you like buy something before it goes up and then you report on it after to like get the market to go up. Why? How does this help anybody?
Bro, that is exactly the whole point of doing this show. You just had the thing that popped in my head. I was like, we got to talk about this because
like, what's the point?
people's thoughts of what is like shilling or what is bad and what is good in this industry is very interesting. And because I just think there's not a lot of knowledge in with, you know, but at the same time there is knowledge, but there's guys that are like, this is my place, and they're very gatekeeper-ish. And when you're gatekeeper like this, you block out certain things in your head where another logical person would be going, what are you talking about, dude?
Yeah, this is very gatekeepy. That's what this feels like 100%.
Yeah.
Card signature series where, you know, the most notable thing that they had was this Pikachu illustrated signature series, an auction that happened on Heritage. That was a big trading card signature series where, you know, the most notable thing that they had was this Pikachu illustrator in a PSA 9 that sold for 1.4 million. When you guys watch my YouTube channel, you know that I'll often report and cover sales. I'm not endorsing sales. I don't say that this is good or bad. I'm just holding up a mirror to what's going on with the market. And
that's the other thing. That's the other big thing to me is we're just reporting on the market. You know, I think that this happens all the time with the Hot 10, where people like think that you're pumping these books, and you're just reporting on the market, man.
You're saying it already is pump. It had pump. The pump is happening.
Yeah,
we're post pump at that point.
And we always say, if you're seeing this on the hot list this week, your time to make the peak money is probably already long gone. You know what I mean? You at this
it's very
point,
rare that you have a book that peaks and then has a second peak immediately after. There's been very few instances of stuff like that.
And here's the best part that Swag talks about. He's about to talk about this coming up.
these two sales did happen, and we talked about them on our show. And I thought it was really interesting content. Now, why did I decide to make that post? I made the post because of the fact that, you know, I thought that it was crazy that we had such an explosion in price. Are you implying that these sales are fake? I don't really know what to tell you. Like, is it possible that Logan Paul and Jeremy bid these books up and bought them themselves? I guess that is possible, but like, we don't know. Like, nobody knows the truth. Clearly, this is them, you know, doing this big announcement, creating this kind of media circus around them getting into the space. We obviously know that it's a marketing event. They're clearly like promoting this stuff so that they can sell it later for millions of dollars. We say this on our show, but you know, didn't actually show us talking about that stuff. But let's carry on here because you're going to say more things.
Just looking at how close those prices are, anyone who knows anything about these books can immediately tell something's up here. The 42-year-old Dragon Ball Kizashi is substantially rarer than the 29-year-old One Piece one, for which
I'm gonna replay this. This guy sounds like such a douchebag saying this. Like,
is he saying because one's older, it should be worth more just by definition?
He's saying because
No, I think
one's
he's talking about
older
the
and more
difference in the
rare,
quality.
it should be worth more by definition.
Oh.
And it's because it's a different character. One Piece is way hotter than Dragon Ball Z right
How
now.
many characters came out before Spider-Man? But
Yeah.
Spider-Man is gonna be AF-15 is gonna be more.
Yeah.
This is hilarious.
Both the can immediately tell something's up here. The 42-year-old Dragon Ball Kizashi is substantially rarer than the 29-year-old One Piece one, for which both the current and previous sales prices shown here are ridiculously inflated.
I love the tone.
We don't know the
Anyone
first-
who knows anything about these books would.
We also don't know the print counts of those, right? So like that's another thing that he's not factoring. And also, One Piece is now like the most coveted, like, or like the highest sales character in all of pop culture. So it's like that all. There's so many factors that are being left out of the conversation.
It
here
almost
that
makes me feel like
need to
he's
be.
a Dragon Ball fan and he's just pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
He hates One Piece and he loves Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Are they also comparing like Raw Shonen Jumps
Bro,
versus like
they're
graded
all over the
big-
place. Swag takes like swag breaks us down to make these guys look so bad, and it opens up the ultimate conversation I want to have tonight. You know, but it's a perfect lead-in.
know that the Dragon Ball is way more rare. What does that have to do with anything? Like, I hate that I have to be in this position because I'm not even trying to justify these values. But at the same time, I feel like what you're criticizing is so bad faith and so lacking in understanding of how a lot of these markets actually work that, like, I feel like I have to correct that first in order to even be able to address your argument. So for starters, I feel like your implication here is that the Dragon Ball one should have sold for more because it is more rare. Well, that doesn't have to be the case. This is just supply and demand. Like, at the end of the day, if more people want the One Piece one and more people are willing to pay more for the One Piece one, then that one is more valuable.
Last recorded heritage auction sales for One Piece from before Beckett Bros started pumping the prices was in 2023 for a much less insane $2,000, and even that is well above the market average.
Okay, you're about to go into a bunch of things, and I'm really going to have to go step by step here because there's a lot to say. You're talking about a sale that happened 2 years ago that sold for $2,100. What you didn't point out is that this copy is a lower grade copy than the one that sold for $6,000.
This is the type of shit that I get. I understand when people get angry or be like, you know, there's people out there that just don't know. They just don't know. You know what I mean? That, like, there's levels to this collecting.
Well, the
game.
problem is you got to assume that this guy does know, though, right?
That's
He's
the
like
problem.
he's a manga guy.
Yeah.
If you're on, unfortunately, these days, like sometimes there's that type. I wouldn't call it typecasting, but people just think that because you're on, you know, a YouTube channel, or especially if you've got it. Well, hey, listen, he's got 1.5 million subs on that channel. He must be saying something right. That video got 550,000 views, right? So he must be saying something right. But that is the other thing that makes me go, what? Like, do you not think about condition? Like, and maybe he doesn't, because what do manga people care about condition? No, they don't.
But it's also like what happened in those 2 years. Like, how often does a Marvel key go from being a $5 book to a $50 book because of an announcement?
And that's it. Swag talks about this. He says, he goes, I don't think, he talks about how people don't realize the collectibles market, how the collectible market works. It's fucking crazy. It's weird. Things will get hot. There's always, you can always find out why. It's for some, you know, it's very easy to find out why they're hot. But when they get hot, people get this FOMO in the collectibles world. Or they really fall in love with something and they have the ability to, you know, buy whatever they want for that stuff. Collecting is like insane. It's almost like the next thing, like to like the urge to mate, right? In one of the, it's one of those things in like our fucking
stuff,
right? It's one of our things in our heads that fucking we have to do.
Everyone likes to
have
have stuff to some degree. Everyone likes to have stuff.
We need
I mean,
shinies.
obviously though, but obviously Mother's Basement is the type that reads Japanese. You know, he's the type, right?
Yeah.
I could totally tell he's the guy that reads Japanese. I mean, so that's why he doesn't care about condition.
Yeah.
He's sitting there reading
Yep.
I mean, it has a big color break increase right up here, a color break right there in the corner. It's also got a color break right there. And on the spine, it's got 3 separate reader creases right there. So this would probably grade lower than the one that sold for more. But on top of that, this was from 2023, completely different market. I mean, that in and of itself was the conversation that we were having. Like, look at how crazy these jumps are occurring. Like, is this stuff real? These are the questions that we are asking. But you're referring to this sale as like, this is what the prices should be. I mean, we don't really know what the prices should be because the market is going totally crazy. Now, it's also really interesting because you made mention of the fact that, like, you know, before the Beckett bros got into it, like, these are what
gatekeeping. All right. Gatekeeping, major right there. What a tell.
I mean, also Netflix is like remaking One Piece, which is like a more recent announcement that's happened in the last 2 years. Like, there's things that have happened with One Piece. There's more happening with One Piece than with Dragon Ball currently. So it's like there's just so many factors being not accounted for here.
When they're spending hundreds of dollars for the bento boxes, like, are you surprised that they want where the thing first showed up? They want the rookie cards.
I got Popeyes that one night because of that, and I threw the box away because it wasn't anything. I was like, damn. But like, yeah, you're right. Collectibles are collectibles. People just want stuff.
It's what we're about, man. It's what we're about. And the crazy thing is, ultimately, that, you know, people with money are starting to get involved at treating these things as investments. Now, I understand that thought process where you're like, oh, they're going to ruin my thing that I love. But you have to do your best to push that away. And this is coming from somebody who was very in that world of like, oh, they're going to ruin what I love. You know, you don't want your favorite band to get big because then everybody's into them. You want to keep them to yourself.
You should also want your favorite band to get big for theirs. Like,
Amen.
Just like DJ MP said in the chat, like, I would love for him to make my books expensive. I would love for Logan Paul to raise the value of my shit. Like, that's a good. If you are a manga nerd, and I say that in a good way, like, you should be like, oh, finally we're getting the love that we deserve here. Like, I don't see that as a bad thing. You know what I mean? It's like when a celebrity, like when Robert Downey Jr. posted he's reading and he posts like a classic Doctor Doom cover. You're like, shit, respect for that. And then that book pops off. Like, is that, you know what I mean? Like, everyone thought that was so cool. Everyone thinks that kind of stuff is cool, and that, at least most people, in my experience, do. Yeah. I think that's cool.
I would say if if you collected comics and you missed that window in COVID, but you also collect manga, you know, now is the time to get prepared to become a big seller. Like, this is, you know, quote unquote, your second chance, if you will.
You know what I feel like the mindset is? I feel like there's that mindset where there's like people that get mad when their friends do well, or get like jealous when their friends do well, or you know what I mean? Like you said, wouldn't you want your friend to prosper? You know, that type of thing.
Well, in his community, like, he's obviously built a community around manga, a huge community. Like, you think they would all be celebrating this, like massively celebrating this?
Yeah,
like you said. I mean, this brings eyes to something that they've loved and cherished. And if these guys are looking at it as an investment, maybe that's it. Maybe he's upset because he doesn't look at them as an investment. Now he knows they're going to be harder to get. But like, to that same regard, he's not a younger dude. Like, he's had decades at this point to love and cherish this thing and collect it. So
yeah,
I don't know.
It's just more people that's coming into into this new hobby.
Yeah,
it's just going to become one of those things where it becomes more readily available.
And it's also like, yeah, it's going to make it more like, okay, people are buying into it for money, whatever. But also, I have wanted to buy the first appearance of Jujutsu Kaisen for a little bit now, and I just never pulled the trigger on it. And now I'm regretting it. And I'm watching some listings on eBay. They keep selling like crazy. And it's making me want to buy into it, but not for the monetary. I just want it. Now it's like, oh shit. Like, I kind of missed the train. It creates that. And now I kind of want that. And like, there's no downside to that. Someone's going to sell their copy. I'm going to get a copy. I'm not flipping it. Like, now I'm like, shit, I've wanted this for years, and now I feel like I'm going to miss the train because the train could keep going even further. And now I just want to have that as part of my collection. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Like, there's nobody loses in that scenario of me buying that book. So it's like, yeah, I don't get it. Gatekeeping.
Yep.
the prices should have been, except you decided to omit that in this very same auction that was an animation auction, there was a Dragon Ball book that also sold for $1,800. So this is a Dragon Ball book that sold for $1,800. But in my post in 2022, a year earlier, that one sold for $6,000. So what is it? Are the Beckett bros pumping up the market and getting things to sell for $6,000 back in 2022, even though this one sold for less a year later? Like, what are we talking about here? Ultimately, the prices fluctuate with this stuff. It's an auction. It's like not a perfect market. This is what the collectible world is. This is why you have to be careful. This is why we talk about this stuff. Let's kind of carry on with what you say.
That's my favorite part is like the collectible market is fucking crazy. That's why like he says, that's why we're into it. That's why we talk about it. It's fun to be able to go and say like, oh, okay, I have these things and I could sell them. And the thing that is that happens in the comics world that I noticed, you know, we all notice this, is that there's people that don't like the fact that people make money off these books and that they're collectibles now. They should just be read, right? And I get it. Whatever your opinion is great. But again, that's cool if you're into that, but like, you're just gonna shit on everybody else? You know?
Rising tides raise all ships. The more that are selling, the more readers that are getting into it, the more readers that are getting into it, the more money that's coming in for the company, the more that they can pay out artists, come up with concepts, bring it to development. Like, your hobby gets better when more eyes are on it.
Yep. Fucking A.
He's not gonna care when he has 3 million subscribers, you know.
I mean, look at like the Absolute universe. Like, look at everybody who had copies of Absolute 1 before it popped off, that got excited when it started popping off. But then also, if it hadn't have popped off, would we have ever gotten Absolute Green Arrow? Probably not. It probably would have just stuck with Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. Now we're getting Green Arrow, who's not, you know, the most highly, you know, nobody's chasing Green Arrow typically, but that just sold crazy 300,000 copies or something like that. And like, that's awesome. That book's probably going to be super cool. We probably wouldn't have gotten that if the sales, if what happened to Absolute didn't happen. So people are making money off Absolute. You can feel like that some type of way, but now creators are killing it. More stuff's happening with DC. DC's getting better. The stories are getting better. More cool writers are getting on board.
There's rumors that Scott Snyder is getting ready to take over some major role as like editor-in-chief. And what have we been complaining about for a long time? That we want good editor-in-chiefs that are going to push the comic story. And we said Scott Snyder is great for that. We should be happy, you know?
Yeah, the Absolute universe does not happen if the boom of Absolute 1 didn't happen.
And I think that also, well, let's just continue watching.
Average. Looking at eBay listings from this year, a near mint copy in Britain sold for about $800 on March 11th, and on...
All right. I looked up the sale. This is not a real sale. Like, this is a complete lie. This is a complete fabrication. I typed in exactly the sale. I looked for it. It does not exist. I don't know if maybe when you were making your video, like maybe this was a sale that was on there, but basically it might have been rescinded or pulled back, or it was fake. I also pulled it up on 130 point to see if that sale actually happened. Like here in your video, I can see that this is from Hastings Comics and it's got this kind of white background right here. I mean, I went here to see all of the sales that and see if I can match it. Like this one had a white background, but it's not the same thing. You know, I went over here and I was looking for it. And you mentioned that this was a sale on March 11th. The only one that happens on March 11th is this one right here that sold for $140 and is being advertised as a reprint. It's possible I just can't find this thing. Maybe you guys can find it. One thing that I do think is interesting is that I went over to Reddit and there's a great article that kind of breaks down like what the fakes are and what to look out for. And what they point out is that you can spot a fake One Piece manga based in the corner where you can see like the eyeball of this character down here is in the real one. And in the fake one, the eyeball is not there. And if I go to your thing, I was looking down here, it looks like the eyeball is not in that corner. So
Ouch.
He is cooking right now.
Bro.
He is cooking right now.
So somebody
what happens
could
when
have
you
bought it.
prepare
Then,
for your assignment, right?
Right?
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean,
Let him breathe, Swag.
Jesus.
And they realized it was a fake and they canceled their order. I mean, this stuff happens all of the time. And, this is kind of why, like, it would be nice if there were certain types of companies that could like put these items that we really want to, buy in some sort of like, I don't know, like plastic material. And then like maybe there could be like a label on it that would tell you if something was like a first print or a reprint. Like that would be really, really helpful so that you would know that, when you want to buy these items, you can make sure that you find the right one. Or maybe if you're making a video, you would know that this was not a real sale.
And sold for about $800 on March 11th. And on April 17th, this one went for $1,600. And before...
Right. So that one went for $1,600 on April 11th. And this one I was actually able to pull up. So I was like, okay, great. $1,600. Let's take a look at it together. And when you do take a look at it, what do you realize? Well, there's a ton of color breaking creases all along the spine. There's color.
So he just basically cooks this guy for being an idiot, about these books. He shows a couple other ones, but
water damage too.
Yeah,
oh
water damage.
Yeah.
No, he talks about ones with no covers, and stuff. But yeah, here we go.
But it's a pretty solid book. I understand why this one got a premium, and I feel like you completely omit this idea of like, yeah, collectors pay for the quality of the book itself. I kind of feel like you're confusing the market price with like maybe some of the reprints. Listen, I think it's also ridiculous that a mid-grade copy sold for $40,000. Like that's crazy. But this also happens in cards as well. A raw card could sell for one thing, and if it gets a PSA 10, it sells for like 6 figures. Like it's absolutely insane what the collectible world does, but that's how the collectible world behaves.
For WrestleMania, you'd find these things going for even lower prices on Mercari and Yahoo auctions in Japan all the time. But ironically,
not to nitpick, not to be that guy, but it's called Mercari, not Mercari. And to say that you can find near mint copies of this stuff all of the time, I just don't think that that's true. We're talking first prints here, not reprints, not fakes. If there are people who are buying, or selling near mint copies of this One Piece book on Mercari, we should all be buying them. We should all be buying them and flipping them right now. And again, I hate that I have to do this because I'm kind of with you that this stuff is ridiculous. And we're going to talk more about it, the clips you pull up on the show. But I feel like before we question these values, we got to at least talk about the grades here. I mean, maybe if you subscribe to my YouTube channel and you start watching The Ungraded Truth, you could actually learn about this stuff.
it's the slabs that really lay the lie bare here. A Dragon Ball 6.5 and a One Piece 5.5 going for 40 grand? Any remotely credulous reporter would immediately question that, but we don't got one of those. We got Swagglehaus and friends.
Any remotely credulous reporter, but we don't have that. We have Swagglehaus. So any remotely gullible reporter, credulous means gullible, but we don't have that. So you're saying that I'm not a gullible reporter? I think that you meant to say that Swagglehaus, the credulous reporter, was saying this. I don't know. Let's carry on now. Let's not nitpick this stuff.
Friends whose other friends really want them to sell you some Beckett slabs.
But of course, this all started with, when friend of the channel, Jeremy Padower, talked about, oh my God. Friend of the channel, Jeremy Pat. Look.
He's given Swag shit because Swag said friend of the channel. Like he's trying to say that Swag is really friends with that person.
I wonder if when your editor found this clip, he was like so excited. He was like, "What, boss? Hey, boss, we got him. We got him." He said, "Friend of the channel." Like, listen, dude. Like, I know at this point you already don't watch the show. You wouldn't have understood the context. I say friend of the channel every single time whenever we talk about any celebrity. We could start right here with a friend of the channel, Kevin O'Leary, who went to the Oscars. It's kind of like my little joke that I'm making, you know, because of the fact that when we talk about this celebrity, we're likely going to criticize them or be slightly suspicious of the things that they're doing. And it's just kind of my way of kind of like ducking these things. I mean, I got it from Tim Dillon. I'm sure there's people who watch Tim Dillon. He says it all the time. I just think that it's funny. What if manga becomes the biggest collecting vertical and like Beckett becomes the grading company?
With Jeremy and his content on that table, he's got like 100 Beckett slabbed mangas, right? Because he's spending a ton of money. This is great for Beckett branding.
Guys, let's take a quick moment to talk about the sponsor of today's video, Heritage Auction.
Was that the legendary double shill technique?
Jeremy is obviously investing.
All right. So are you kind of implying here that I'm shilling Heritage Auctions? First of all, let me say a couple of things. Yeah, I had a Heritage Auction sponsorship on my channel. I think that that's awesome. I'm a fan of Heritage Auctions. I've used their services for many years. I'm a big fan of their platform. You're trying to present it as like oh, I gotcha. It's like, yeah, I'm telling you that this video is sponsored by Heritage. You know, it's really funny because I kind of feel like there was something where like maybe in your video, you kind of had like a little something that, you know, I think maybe we should probably watch like somewhere back here. Let's kind of take a look at this.
The new hobby, Oshikatsu, the art of outwardly celebrating one's favorite things, which is kind of like the opposite of slabbing. And recently, with a bit of help from our buddy Liam Rising Superstream, she got the chance to partner with Rio Rare, Japan's premier producer of Ida bags, to design her very own purse. I'm so proud of her. Now, a lot of these bags, as
is that the double shield technique? Oh my god! Oh, okay. Wait, let's get this straight for a second. So, rules for thee, but not for me. And
that's
never seen someone get cooked so bad. Like it is just one hit after another.
All right, make sure to use the code.
That's the thing. And that's the thing that we're going to talk about here in a little bit is like, you know, what really is shilling? You know, we'll get to that in a second.
And you have a partner or a brand that you're doing a collab with for something presumably you like. Well, that's okay because this is something that I actually love. It's the opposite of grading. But if I do a collaboration with
put a literal product page, you say go to this page. This is what it looks like. This is where I want you to go specifically to spend your money.
It's totally. He's 100% right. It is. What did he say? You know, for thee and not for me. Rules for thee and not for me. It is so much like that. The vast majority of people who throw stones are throwing them from a glass house these days.
It's because the thing he's promoting, he doesn't have a vested interest in. This guy doesn't collect handbags. So he doesn't mind if people go buy handbags. Don't buy the thing that I collect. I don't want you coming into my hobby.
And maybe it's his wife. And here's my favorite part. Maybe it's his wife. And guess what, dude? I don't mind you sharing the things that your wife did and trying to sell them. Like, it's your wife. You're proud of her. You want to say, if there's something you're proud about, why won't you sell it? And watch what fucking Swag says. This is great.
With a brand or a partner or a company that I use that I like, then, oh, it's wrong. I'm doing the double shill thing. Listen, I don't, I hate to like get in these things where like I have to point out these hypocrisies because at the same time, like, I don't think that there's anything wrong with you doing a promotion for this bag. Like, I think cool. Like, if you guys like this product and you guys are like trying to do this deal and you helped kind of create this thing and you want to like promote it to your audience, and if it brings value to your audience, then hey, like everybody wins here. You know, like I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Just like I don't think there's anything wrong with me promoting Heritage Auctions because they're a platform that literally like 99.9% of the people who watch my channel probably use.
The legendary double shill technique?
Jeremy is obviously investing in the top end of things. That's why the prices are enormous. So maybe it really is just scratching the surface. You know, maybe this idea of buy your slabbed mangas now is still very early.
And once you're aware, you start to see it everywhere in these collectors' posts. They're all taking legitimately rare and pricey manga or one-of-a-kind items like scripts, then surrounding them with common tankobons to create the appearance of value by association. The ones who can afford it are intentionally grossly overpaying for top grades out of the few dozen first print tanks that have ever been graded, all to trick you into thinking that One Piece, Dragon Ball, and Naruto Volume 1, some of the most printed books in the history of books, will magically become rare treasures if only they're encased in the magic plastic.
You purposely omitted our warnings. I mean, this is what Ryan said at 141 in the clip.
Have these big spikes in price. That's what drives people to go find their inventory or whatever, and just give it some time and wait and see what the market turns out like. You know, like we've seen the same thing with pulps and VHS and graded games and all that. Like, you get these really, really big numbers out the gate, and then I mean, who knows? Maybe they continue to go up, but a lot of times that causes people to go, "Oh, I have that," and then they go and start getting them graded, and the population reports or the census or whatever starts to explode. And so that's just what I mean, because it is still a pretty modern thing.
Exactly. We talk about how we're skeptical of this all the time, but you try to say that we're like the big pumpers. In fact, I made a video talking about this very same thing, you know, when Logan Paul made his announcement, and this is what I said. And it's kind of crazy because there's a lot of speculation going on right now with all of these One Piece books. What is the actual census count? We don't really know. And last time we kind of had some craziness, you know, get pushed into a market where we had the graded video game bubble of 2020 and 2021, where all of these graded video games were getting astronomical prices, but nobody knew how many sealed versions of Mario Brothers there actually were. And like, you know, we saw people absolutely lose their hat with some of the purchases that they were making.
Look at NFTs, VHS. The collectibles market is fucking insane, man. It is really insane. It's that fear of missing out, and then you get into it, and you're like, oh, you know, you could really like those things, which even pushes it more. Our want to have rare things. You know, and here's the biggest part of it all: nostalgia. That is the biggest part of it. That's what fuels our need to collect these things also, is that nostalgia. So what's happening right now? People like Logan Paul that are in their 30s and their mid 30s and late 20s are getting a bunch of money, right?
They're all crypto millionaires, dude.
Yeah.
So like, it makes sense why they can just blow money on this. You know, they already have the, you know, Lambo in the McMansion, so you might as well like have your One Piece manga, you know, in the centerpiece.
Shout out to 99. What up, Manu? This is crazy.
You were getting
Mighty's
these like
in the
$1 million
house. What up,
crazy
Mighty?
sales, and it's like, turns out there's actually like hundreds of sealed of these copies that exist out there. And similar to kind of what we're doing with manga right now, it's like you said, Ryan, we don't know if there's just people that have boxes that are in their attics that are like pristine, uncirculated copies. There you have it. Multiple times in the very same clip that you use, across multiple videos that we do, across many conversations that we do. We've been talking about this for years on our channels. We always call out all of the shenanigans within the grading companies. That's literally what we do on our YouTube channel. I mean, our YouTube channel says The Ungraded Truth is a bi-weekly roundtable podcast breaking down the biggest news in the world of collectibles, from grading controversies to auction house shenanigans to market trends, world record sales. The hosts always give their most honest takes about each topic. I mean, here's us doing videos where we talk about, you know, Kevin O'Leary coming in, like shilling this stuff. We talk about, you know, oh, look at this PSA 9 versus this PSA 10 that sold. Look at the crazy, ridiculous price difference. We talk about Whatnot, the illegal casino. Here's one where we did initially talk about Jeremy coming into manga. We talk about Topps Chrome Football and the craziness of the prices and how drop culture has totally gotten people to, you know, get upset about, you know, the consumer unfriendly practices that exist right now in collectibles. This is what our entire show is about. This is what I've always done on my YouTube channel. And I just think that it's kind of crazy to have me be lumped in with, you know, the parasites that are eating your hobby. In fact, when I go over to your Twitter account where you pinned this video, down here in the comments, someone wrote to you, on the bright side, the contrarian tourist will have to move on to another hobby if Logan Paul ruins the Western fandom and makes it uncool again. And you replied, he won't make it uncool, just more expensive and embarrassing to be a hardcore fan, specifically since we'll end up being lumped in with the scalpers in the public eye.
Hater. Right?
I feel like this guy just doesn't understand the collectibles hobby, like you said. Like even the comment that he made about like how many copies exist of One Piece and DBZ, when it's like that's how many VHSs were made, how many copies of how many millions of Pokemon cards were printed, how many millions of copies of Amazing Fantasy 15 were printed, and it's like in high grade when people were not taking care of their AF-15s and first edition Charizards. Now, if you can still find one in a high grade, that's the whole point of what we're talking about.
Yeah.
The low grade copy of One Piece sold for very little. Just like I can go get a first edition Shadowless Charizard if it's water damaged and beat to shit for a fraction of the price of a near mint light play or, you know, PSA 10.
I just don't trust anyone that can't pronounce Meraki.
Once again, the irony right then and there. You don't want to be lumped in with the scalpers, yet that is what you did with your video and me and the rest of the guys on our podcast.
Throwing stones from a glass house. It's always feels like that, man. And it's very interesting to me. I'm going to send Swag the link real quick to have him come jump in and bullshit with us, because this is a great fucking topic. And I want to get back into what I was saying. You know, I want to talk about like what is shilling in our community right now, right? The comic community, the reseller community, the YouTube community. What does shilling mean? One of the things that was very interesting was that dude, where did Leg send it? I think it was here. That dude talked like what you were talking about, Davis, with how something is just, there's so many copies of it out there. And every time somebody brings that up, right? I just saw this the other day. Leg sent me this. Check this out. This is Harlan Ellison in 1993 when Death of Superman was coming out, and everybody was going crazy for Death of Superman.
Here, it'll cost you $2.50 for the same magazine. But at the end of it, here we see Superman being held by Lois Lane, lamenting that she will not actually get to go to bed with Superman. They haven't yet been married. And here is the fold-out, and it says, "The Death of a Legend." Well, the media really went for it. They really bid on it. They really thought that DC Comics was going to kill off its biggest moneymaker. Yeah, sure. And I also believe in the Tooth Fairy, and I also believe if you're in a 747 at 30,000 feet, you're going to hit a pig. Folks, here is a comic book that I pulled out of my collection. My collection? Oh, yes, I am a comic book collector. I bought my first comic in 1939. I've been buying comics all my life. I think.
Feels like Harlan Ellison was kind of a hater. Feels like he was kind of a hater, huh? Huh?
Yeah.
In many ways, they're America's literature.
And it's that is fucking sacrilege to say, right? But we're being honest. We're constructive conversation here, right? Like, you know, my mind can be changed.
This comic is dated December 1983, and on the cover it says, "One angry burst of superpowers, and I killed my best friend." And there's Superman lying dead. But that's not the first time, 1983. Here's an issue of the Comic Buyer's Guide Price Guide, and they did an article called "The Death of Superman. Hasn't this been done before?" Here is a list. Here is a list of just the ones in the 60s and 70s and 80s of the death of Superman. Folks, DC Comics killed off Superman 3 times a year. So what's all the noise? Well, the noise is hype. The noise is, let's make some money. Now, if it were 10 cents a comic, like when I bought comics, it'd be a different matter. But they're not. It's $1.25. It's $2.50. It's $5. And if you think, oh, I'm going to be a collector, and I'm going to collect this wonderful comic, and it's going to be worth money. Folks, they made up 2.5 to 3 million copies of this. If you bought 100 copies of this, 10 years from now, they're going to be less than the cover price.
I guess he was wrong about that, huh? Right? I mean, there's what did we just see? There's copies. Maybe that one. How much was the cover price on that? Like, I'm being a little nitpicky here, but it was probably, what was the Death of Superman issue? That issue probably like $1.50 or $2.50.
Yeah, maybe $2.
Yeah, that's a $5 book all day, guaranteed. And there's some copies of those Death of Superman books that are fucking ghosts that are very hard to find. And also, you know, look at what just happened with the Superman, Death of Superman original art. Everybody's nostalgic for this. So it doesn't matter how many fucking copies are out there. They're going to find a reason to collect the ones that are more rare, whether that's condition, variants. 125. Jesus, unreal,
Yeah,
unreal.
25 cents.
That's crazy. Swag, what's up, brother?
What's going on? What's up,
Great-
guys? Thanks for
great-
having me on.
Great fucking video, dude. Holy cow, that was a master class on how to break it down.
I mean, to be honest, he made it kind of easy for me. If I'm, there were so many, mistakes. There were so many things that were like completely clipped out of context. So it was like, it was kind of fun doing it, but it was also very odd, just because it was like, clearly you didn't watch this. And I realized like, I'm just ammunition within the context of like the bigger video that you're making, where you just like don't like Logan Paul and you're just mad about this. So I understand the purpose of it, but it does get into, Brian, what I know you want to talk about with the shill thing, where it's just like, it's so unlike what I stand for and my character that so many people sent it to me. I was like, well, I gotta address this, at this point.
Yeah, and I think that what's interesting is the way you broke it down, saying, "Hey, we talk about this on our shows all the time." Like you said, obviously they didn't watch it, and that's the other thing. Everybody says in these videos when we talk about this stuff, like the price has gone up or gone down. It's going to go down again. I don't see anybody out there that I can actively say I think is shilling collectibles when they talk about them in the form of that we do on YouTube and a lot of people. I can't think of anybody that's really shilling that's in my field of vision in comics, like truly shilling, right? I mean, and I want to talk about that real quick because the term shilling kind of changes and it's changed. The term originally comes from like the 1900s, and it just meant like people that were part of the crowd in like a three what is that 3-cup money thing or whatever. Yeah, like those parlor games, and there's somebody in the crowd that is helping them take money from you, and you don't know that person is doing that, right? That's where shilling comes from, and it's kind of changed over the years, right? To like someone. Basically, what it is someone pretending to be neutral while secretly helping sell, hype, or manipulate some type of market, right, or something. And I think that in the terms of today, it's people have labeled that with any type of promotion, right? Like Dennis, and again, we're going to bring in Dennis, we're going to bring in this. Anytime you talked about something, the guy instantly thinks that you're promoting Logan Paul, right? Is the funny thing. And you don't fucking hang out with Logan Paul, right? You're not promoting Logan Paul. I'm getting called a shill these days, because I talk about variants or have variant drops. Or here's another thing, being in YouTube, working partnerships with somebody. You talked about the heritage thing. I don't understand how you can look at that as a really bad thing either. And they instantly want to loop all that together with shilling when that's not truly shilling. All right. Does that make sense? Am I making sense here?
It does. I mean, like we can talk about all different kinds of aspects to it. I do think that people just kind of throw it around that a promotion is shilling, but it's not. I mean, if you're actually transparently saying that, hey, this thing is sponsored by this, then that's not shilling. I mean, it's like, Brian, you do a live show, like, and you have people on, and I think that there's just like a little bit of a disconnect of like people's expectations, but like, you host a comic channel or roundtable, or you invite guests on, like it's kind of obvious to me that like if say a bad idea person comes on, or like Ignition Press Philip comes on, does an interview, he's going to like talk about some things that are interesting to like the people that are watching, and then he's also going to say like, and hey guys, check out our books, and it's kind of like this equal transaction of promotion. But like in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with that. Like it's the same thing we've seen. If I watch Jimmy Fallon and he has Robert Downey Jr. on to talk about the Avengers, like what do you think that is? Like he's selling the Avengers movie. Like it's the same concept.
Yeah. I totally agree. I think that, but the other thing that's so fascinating to me to talk about too is I think that it's also the fact that like, I'm going to promote my friends. I'm going to promote the things that I'm into. I'm going to promote, but I'm not gonna. I think that there's like there's a fine line to walk there, and I've always said that I'm not gonna promote something that I don't like, though. Like even if it's my friends, I'm not gonna like fake promote that, because I think that in the YouTube world, people really value honesty, and they'll pick up on it very quickly if you're not being honest. Like it is.
Well, and I can attest to that. Like anytime we talk about any exclusive I put out, for people that don't know, which is basically everybody, I send these exclusives to Brian. I'm like, hey, I dropped this new book, check it out. There's plenty of times we don't talk about the shit that I drop because it's not something Brian's into or doesn't, it's not really in his wheelhouse, and it's his show. But if I drop something that Brian's like, that is fucking dope, then he wants to talk about it, and we talk about it. You know, it's always been that way.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, does shilling not mean that wouldn't you have to get something out of it too, or no? Like,
yes, that I think that's what is
Like, by
another thing.
definition.
Yeah, by definition, and people don't understand what shilling really means. It's become something where, like in the comics world, like YouTubers talk about a hot book, they're shilling. Retailers promoting their exclusives, they're shilling. Whatnot in eBay Live, you talk about Whatnot in eBay Live, you're shilling for them. The other big thing, this is something that they talk about shilling when they think that like influencers are getting free books, right? And we talk about this a lot on the industry show, where I think there's a difference between influencers, there's a difference between like people who are actually working in the field, like that is their job, right? And then an influencer, if that makes sense. There's a difference there. And the vast majority of people, this show started as just friends kind of like hanging out and bullshitting, you know, especially like during COVID. That's kind of where it got really big, and that's where a lot of people got really big into doing YouTube. But it's kind of become this thing where a lot of people that were on the show their business is in this. And you know, it'd be stupid to expect them not to be like, hey, do you care if I talk about this? No, it's your thing, and I want to support your business. But you know, so that's one thing. And then the other thing is, would you expect somebody not to make money off of doing the show if they put a lot of time and effort into it? Like, I don't think people realize how much time and effort it takes to do a YouTube channel. Swag knows he's doing fucking 4 or 5 of them right now, I think, you know, and he's got a side gig. I give him a lot of credit for that. He's got his side gig that he does, and he does all the YouTube shit. I don't think people get how much time it takes to do all this.
They definitely don't.
It's definitely a lot of work. And let me shill for you, Brian. I'll shill since you're not allowed to shill for yourself. You know, but that's such a good point. You mentioned it earlier. You know, when I heard before I hopped on, we were just talking about like, you know, the Dennis thing, and you know, shout out to Dennis. Like I'm friends with both you guys. Like you guys just said your thing. He said that he felt like you were shilling, but I do think it's a fair point to say that, like, yeah, like the other guys on the show are retailers. So this is whether they call it, you know, the industry of comic show directly or not, like their marketing, you know, maybe they don't actually call it that, but it is like to a degree, like their brand, getting it out there. And even if they're not making money from it, there's a value that comes back indirectly to promote their LCS or their business and everything. And that's totally fine, because the idea is that they're giving value back to the audience. Like everybody who watches is entertained, or they learn some stuff or whatever. And if they don't like it, they just won't tune in. And you're in a different situation because like you produce the show. You got to like set up all the topics. You got to set up all the graphics. You have to like do all the things. Like I know what it takes. Like it's different if I pop into your show and I'm just like, oh yeah, Swag, just come on. I'm like, okay, great. Yeah. Hair down. Like, yeah, let's go. Yeah. What do you guys want to talk about? Like, I didn't have to do anything for this. And it's like, but for you had to do a lot. And so I say all that to say, I think that, you know, you're in a media space and you're at a point where you've been doing this for years and you've been super consistent, and it's a big part of like your life. It's become like your business. And I think that the people who like your show should reward you for that, like, or partners should reward you for that. Like, you built this awesome platform, and yeah, tons of people want to get on it. And you know, we talked about this a little bit off air, but like, and maybe Davis knows this too, or James or Yi a little bit, like on the shows that you guys have done. But like, yeah, there's a lot of people that are constantly in your ear, like trying to be like, yo, like, let me get on the show or let me promote that. Like, or they don't say it so directly, but you know that they want to, and you have to screen all those people. And because you have a filter for like, that feels shilly versus like, yeah, this person wants to promote something, but I think that they also have something to offer as well. So there's a benefit here to like bring them on the show. And so anyways, like I just think that I would like to, I'm giving you credit for running a show that's gone on for years and has given a lot of people a lot of entertainment value over the years. And I think it's awesome if you get partners or brands that want to sponsor shows or come on or promote things or do collaborations with you or do a variant with you or whatever it is. I think that that's great. And I would support it, you know, because I'm a fan. So anyways,
I appreciate that, dude.
But I mean, I would say that that's always just pointing towards a healthy channel anyways, right? That's
Yes.
going to naturally have this kind of growth as you get more subscribers, as you get more viewers, all that. I mean, so naturally, like, businesses are going to notice that, and, you know, they could see, you know, the collaboration like being mutual, right? Beneficial for both parties.
You know what's
To some
interesting
degree.
is I think that you know, we all have a little bit of that where we cherish certain things that are important to us, like our nostalgia, or and we all love, like, we all think we grew up in the best times, right? And we love those times and we cherish them. And when those times are changed, like, you want to, sometimes you want to, you know, fight that. But I get that. But at the same time, I also think that you're not going to stop, you know, the trains that come in sometimes. So it's not bad to, you know, get understand those things, if that makes sense. I think a lot of people are afraid of live selling platforms. We've seen that happen throughout the years, especially with Whatnot when Whatnot first started. You know, a lot of this shilling stuff comes from there. I think that a lot of that was mistold. I think there's a lot of fake tales out there for that world. But it's fun. What's funny about that is I think that everybody can agree that that world is such a big part of collectibles industry right now, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And I think that it's important that we realize that. So that's where I think that's part of the thing that where shilling comes from. For whatever reason, that's a big part of it. The variant game is another thing that's a very big part of the shilling industry. A lot of people think that, you know, what's interesting is back in the day when we first started Flipside, the variant game was new, right? It was a new thing. But I think ever since the beginning, we've always kind of said you have to be careful with that. And there's multiple reasons why you have to be careful with that. You have to be careful with it because you don't want to get stuck with a lot of product. I mean, James and Davis can tell you, any retailer that you know utilizes the variant game can tell you you're not going to hit on everything. There could be a chance where, you know, you're going to get stuck with a lot of product. So ever since the Flipside days, and for as long as I can remember, I've championed the idea that you got to be careful. And I've always said that I think the variant game is a cool thing. You get to see new artists, and you get to, you know, people get to make money off of it. It's helped keep a lot of retailers afloat throughout the years. It's helped keep a lot of artists afloat throughout the years. But you have to be careful with it. And I've always championed the fact that I love, you know, small print run variants. I've always championed the fact that I want, you know, honesty and transparency. And I think for the most part, I've held that standard. And I think that everybody on this panel has, like, that's one of the things to us that is, we don't want somebody that's truly bad for the hobby and that's going to hurt our community and our fans. One of the things that Tom said to me a long time ago is we were talking about something, and he said something about how it was something about his fan base, and I said, man, I tell the people all the time, I've never, I don't know why Tom gets so much hate. I've never seen him do anything out of fuckery, like pure fuckery. And he says, why would I, man? I've got such a great fan base. I don't want to fuck that fan base up, right? And that's the other thing. Like, I don't want to screw my fan base. One of the things that is being called shilling is like, you know, talking about Kickstarters. And one of the things that I'll talk about that's happened to me, and Swag, this goes along with your thing of people hitting you up and always wanting to be talking about something, is I talked about that Macroverse stuff very heavy when it first came out. You remember the Macroverse pre-code horror stuff, and I no doubt think that a lot of people in the audience and a lot of my co-hosts bought in on that. And, you know, if I didn't talk about it or put it on the platform, that wouldn't have happened. And a lot of those people felt like they got taken advantage of. And that sucks. And as a host, you don't want to see that happen to your fan base or your community, right? Like a lot of these people are your friends. You don't want to cause that. So I think there's a fine line to walk. It's hard sometimes to do that.
You also you can't see the future though. You know,
Yes.
it was very different when you talked about it and you expected a different result. And it was very obvious when you were talking about that initially that it was something that you cared about. You showed real, like, this is awesome, check this out. It wasn't a like, hey, check this out real quick, by the way, before we move to this next segment. It was I got to show you guys this. How cool is this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't
Yeah.
see the future. You can't tell if you don't know how you're going to feel about something in a few months.
Yeah, yeah. But it's a very interesting thing. So you're always thinking in your head, hey, you know, what else is this going to affect? I think it's funny because I think a lot of retailers probably think that way now because of all the whole acetate gate thing back in the day. Like, hey, I'm going to go get in this line and, you know, it might not look good and people have phones, you know, this isn't, you know, they're always, there's probably in their back of their heads. And
every time I stand in a line, I'm like, is there a problem with me buying these books right now? Like,
Yeah, am I okay with this? Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Every time.
Please do not record me while I'm standing in this line.
Yeah, fucking A, dude. But like, I don't think shilling is simply liking or promoting or selling or reporting on something. I think that it's when someone like presents themselves as neutral on something, and in the background they're doing something like mischievous, right?
And benefiting from it.
And benefiting from it. Yeah.
Skin in it. Yeah.
Like a book is exploding, everyone should buy it while they have, you know, 3,000 copies, and they're not telling anybody they have 3,000 copies or, you know, that type of thing. That can be thought of as that, and you know,
Talking about a stock when you have a lot of when you have a lot invested into a stock. Yeah.
I think that's why people got so mad at the heavy mental thing, because it felt like it was close to that, like him realizing, okay, I'm going to pump this book and then I'm going to put them all on eBay. And I think when he realized maybe that was what they were thinking, he was like, okay, I need to reverse that, right? Because that's not a thing that is shilling. That feels like something mischievous is going on there, right? But and also, like you said, the keyword is hidden too, right? You're not talking about it. I think the vast majority, when it comes to the variants, especially over here and with a lot of the people that I respect, they're talking about print runs. They're very transparent about stuff, because people buy into that. They want that. There's a reason for that. I think people have realized that throughout the years.
Yeah.
You know,
At the end of the day, like, our reputations, I think, are like, people don't understand. I don't know. I feel like people do understand, but like, reputations are extremely valuable, especially when you're a retailer. And if you damage your reputation, you lose the faith of your entire customer base. And the years and years of good faith you've built up it can be destroyed in an instant. And so
look at Black Flag, look at acetate.
Yep.
They did one more convention, I think, after that, and then
yeah,
they stopped.
Well, they had those dum-dums on their table too, which was the dumbest thing you could have done, right?
Yeah. Well, you're just pushing into it at that point, right? Which really sucks. So,
Yeah, one mistake, one misstep.
Pretty smooth, baby.
Shout out to Jersey to the Bay for the jewels. Yeah, man. I don't know. I think, but listen, you just got called out by a channel with 550,000 views on the video there, Swag, and 1 million subscribers. Like, at some point, here's the other thing. Like, how do you respond to it? And there's different ways that the community responds. I think that you're in my kind of same lane where we're not retailers. We're podcasters. We're content creators. So we're able to kind of talk about this differently and handle this stuff differently. With most retailers, that's not going to look good. It's just easier just to stay quiet, So there's this very weird world that we live in this YouTube world, I guess.
It's real quick. Did you see a spike in viewers too after all that, like quote unquote promotion?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I feel like probably most of the people who watched that video were more into the Logan Paul thing and probably really paid no mind to my section or just like went past them. But I had tons of people sending it to me. So people who already watch or whatever. But yeah, I think, Brian, what you were saying, we're in a space where we have like a platform where we do the stuff and it's interesting because someone in the comments was kind of talking about like in relation to what they felt the perception of your show is, Brian, where it's like at one point it was like just dudes hanging out and talking, and then it like kind of morphs into like this thing that's a little more industry focused. And I can understand maybe there's at one point it was like, hey, the show was about this and it kind of takes on a new life or whatever, but the one thing I would just say about that, and I'll just speak for you from how I see your channel. It's like, it's one thing, we all started in COVID times, and nobody was doing anything and we were all just bored and shooting the shit on talking comics and whatever, and all hopping on streams and doing the thing. And it was fun and it was cool. And it worked for a time, but as 6 years go on, that's just not sustainable for someone to just consistently do 4 shows a week or whatever it is, without missing beats, just constantly. It's just not at some point you have to decide okay, this is cool. I have this platform, what else, what do I want to do with it? And maybe it could just be, and maybe it sounds bad to some people. It's like, oh, how do I monetize it or whatever? It's like, it doesn't really have to be that, but at the same time, you have to figure out, okay, well, what can I do to keep the lights running, so to speak, with this thing where I can continue to live and do the show and, cover my bills and that sort of thing. And exploring other options or avenues to do partnerships or a sponsor. I don't think it's a bad thing. Or, maybe you can self-sustain and just do the show if you have a million Patreon supporters or whatever it is. And it can just stay the same like that. And, but that's just the natural process, I think, of all these things. And I don't know what people would expect.
Do you guys think that, and I'll start with James on this one. Do you think that that term has kind of almost become, it's become weaponized in this industry because it feels like that's what it is. Instead of saying I disagree with this, or it's like, oh, I don't. It feels weaponized. It feels like they're taking a shot at you with it, and it doesn't even make sense.
I think it's trendy to I don't know, for lack of a better term, it seems like the fallback term for multiple things. And it's just, when it comes down to it, it's just somebody, I don't know, I feel like it's just somebody's way of saying that they don't agree 100% with the way you're doing things, and if there's any potential financial component whatsoever, people are like, oh, and it's just the fallback de facto term right now,
Yeah.
I would say that there's also there's such a bias for, if you talk about something without a critical lens or a suspicious lens, or as far as a negative lens, then that automatically means you're a shill. So if CGC rolls out some new feature, hey guys, CGC rolled out this new feature, whatever. if I don't immediately say, and this is why it's bad, or like, and this is dumb, or blah, 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 even if I think that, and I'm just presenting it, like people will default to like, well, now you're shilling it. But to me, it's like, it's just like the manga sale. It's like, hey guys, this manga thing sold. I'm just showing you. What do you think? You know, if I don't say, and this is bad, or like, and this is a total fake auction, then people default to like, oh, well, you're promoting this.
Along that same idea, what I also find is a lot of times in the show, I'll be like, well, you know, what do you think about this? Or I'll ask a question and people will take it as a tone where I'm saying, no, I'm just asking because, you know, this is what the show is. It's a conversation show, you know, this and that. And I think sometimes people will immediately think that it's like a shot, and we're so used to that. Like we've been you know, trained our brain.
Our program to think in a certain way,
to think it as a negative.
Right. Well, also, like, to build on that, like, if I ever have to fill out the old CGC form again, I will just like not submit a graded book. Like, I'm happy that they have the easy like type it in and like it fills it all out. Like I'll keep that. Like, I'm not gonna have to sit there and spend 30 minutes researching like what is this book's publisher and what year it came out.
Do the carbon forms for CGC signature series. Oh my god, the day they got rid of those was the greatest day on the planet.
Can you guys think of any like real examples of shilling happening in our community or in comics over the last, let's say, 10 years?
I would say the easiest is like an eBay sale that sticks out like a sore thumb, right? Like a book that typically sells for $100, and then all of a sudden,
but does somebody report on it is the thing. Like, do we know of any instances where somebody reported on something that was nefarious, basically?
Yeah, other than like other than shill bidding, which does happen in our industry.
And that's a great point. Yeah, shill bidding does happen, and that's where that term comes from. Is that there's somebody that is helping out the owner boost their value. Right. Yeah,
I don't know.
That might be the only real form of true shilling I can think that has happened, and this goes for anybody out there in the live chat too. Brad Selden says it's called defensive bidding. Shout out to PSA for that one.
Bidding. I love that.
Yeah,
I do want to
allegedly.
Yeah,
I do want to point out that like when it gets brought up that like that your show in particular is more retailer focused. I think it's important for people to remember that like the early iterations of the show, I was probably one of the first retailers that was a regular on your show for a while. And then Whatnot became a thing, and everybody kind of took their turns dipping their toe into live selling. And that's when 100,000 new retailers were born, right?
Yeah.
So naturally, everybody at one point did or still does. I mean, you still sell occasionally. Aaron still sells occasionally, stuff like that. So everybody became retailers. But like what people forget is that Leg's been on the show for how many years, right? And
I've known Leg the longest out of everybody.
And now because he's been part of the industry and he loves it so much, he started doing exclusives, right? Clutch used to work with Skybound, right, directly, and when he was part of the show, it was from that aspect of his knowledge base in the industry. Now he's a retailer. It's still at its core, it's still just friends talking comics. There's just naturally more of us have become part of the industry on the retail side. Davis is on the show because we all love Davis. And Brian and him got a chance to actually meet each other and get to know each other. Mm-hmm. And Davis got an invite onto the show, and Davis loves being here.
I don't think I'm going to be shilling for Davis anytime soon. I don't think that
I don't think Davis needs anybody shilling for him.
I mean, the check cleared already, so I think we're good.
Yeah, thanks, Davis.
But like Mickey said, I mean, it's one of those natural progressions of the show, but it's not a byproduct of anything other than a lot of us have now entered the space that weren't in the space before. It's not, the makeup hasn't changed, The show maybe is focused a little bit more that way, because like you said, if your friends are doing cool shit, you want to talk about the cool shit your friends are doing. And I would argue that anybody in the chat or anybody that ever watches this video, if their friends or their neighbors or somebody they really cared about was doing something cool and they had the opportunity to give it a platform, they would do it. And if you say you wouldn't, then I would say that you're probably lying, you know? So I don't know. It's that argument to me has always been a weird one when I have seen people make that comment, you know, because we have seen that comment come out a little bit more, especially since the dentist thing, where there's people that are making that comment like, oh, Brian's show is turning into this. It's like, no, Brian's show has been turning into that because it's a natural progression of the show. At the end of the day, we're still just friends talking about shit we like to do.
Yeah, I don't think that I've obviously myself. I don't think I've done anything different.
No, it's also. Well, it's also the progression of like, you are just going to be, oh, what up? What up?
I heard you guys were talking about shills, so I came on again.
The biggest
we need more
shiller
fake retailers
in comics.
Oh man, all fucking day.
One thing I think is funny is like when people say shill, like if Davis makes a book and then people are like, oh, Davis is shilling his own book. I've seen those types of criticisms where it's like, dude, if you think like someone selling their own comic is shilling, like I don't even know how to even have a conversation with you. So it's like that's just crazy. Yeah, but like the other element too is like, you know, the friend aspect, and it's like the longer you do this, Brian, the more people you meet, the more people you become buddies with. Like you said, like you met Davis, you know, you guys were friends. Like, oh hey, I get along with this guy. Come on the show, and it's like you're just gonna have more of these relationships.
Well, that's how you're exactly right.
And you're also,
that's
and you're also going to filter the ones that you don't like.
Everybody that's here, that's what's happened to. That's how it happened to you. I remember the first time I met you, I was at Dinesh's Bad Idea party the first time, and you walked over, and I was like, oh, this dude's a fucking cool cat. Everybody that's on the show, that's how this has happened. Like, you just meet people like, oh, you're cool. Let's come hang out with us and shoot the shit about comics. And I think that's the cool part, is that we get along on some level, and we're having fun. And the COVID thing happened, and it really became a social thing, right? And that's the aspect of it that I really love. But then we all want to create relationships that, you know, are good relationships, whether it's friends, business, whatever. That's what we want to do in life, and I think that has happened here, which is the best part about it, if that makes sense. So anyways,
and it's like, this is just the name, like any podcast you listen to, whoever your favorite podcast is, like you think like when Joe Rogan has Tim Dillon on his podcast, is he like shilling for Tim Dillon? Like, I guess kind of, if you want to say that that's like a technical definition, even though they're friends, but like he's promoting his comedy special. Like that's just a part of it. And I think that's like, I don't know. It's like Collectibles live in this very strange world where there's like this, like people don't see the differences or the similarities into like the other things. And like they get upset about it in this space.
Do you think, here's what's interesting, and you brought up the collectibles things, and I want to know everybody's thoughts on this. I want to start with Davis, because I've heard Davis say this before, like whether people like it or not, this industry has become very much a collectibles industry. We're selling collectibles. You're selling collectibles. These limited things, these limited items have become more collectibles than they are reading.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of been the case across clothing. You know, you look at things like Obey and Yeezy and all that kind of stuff. Like for a long time, just like to touch on a point that you made earlier, people like to collect things. It doesn't, and it's like some people, like I'm sure people that collect clothing, maybe they don't call themselves collectors. Maybe they, you know what I mean? Like, but at the end of the day, everybody likes to have stuff, and there's no problem with making different rarities of things. And you know what I mean? Like if you don't like it, don't buy it. But you're right. When it comes down to what we're doing, people go to conventions and they want the rare things, the sold out things, the limited things, and you're selling collectibles. Like I don't know how many, I don't know if I can say this for sure, but I feel like a very small percentage of the books that I sell, that I create, actually get opened and read. Usually they're going to go to their shop, they're going to get the open to order one, they're going to read the book, and they're going to buy the cool cover version of it for me because they really like that thing and they want all the cool versions of it. They want to have more covers of that thing. That's not a problem to me. You know what I mean? I'm the same way. I have all kind of stuff behind me that I collect, you know what I mean? So it's like, people getting upset about that is silly to me.
Yeah. I mean, people forget like this is a comic. Okay, this is a B cover, great comic, B cover. That's a collectible. Like two vastly different things.
No one's reading that. No one's touching
Nobody went and paid $40 at MegaCon to open this book and read it.
Yeah,
you know, they bought it to put it in a box. They bought it to put it in a slab. They bought
I
it
read
to
every single MegaCon book I buy. You know, before I sold it, I was like, "Yep, I read it first, and then now it's yours."
And if you didn't like it, you threw it in the trash.
Yeah.
They're buying them for the dopamine hit. That's what they spent the money at MegaCon for. I think that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that.
People want cool shit, and if you got money to buy cool shit, you buy cool shit
and rare shit. You know, we were talking about this the other night, and somebody said like, I brought this up how this sale happened and how crazy it is, and I think it was Clutch you that said, "Dude, I think there's only a couple of those on the census. Like that's super rare. People see this and they go, they printed millions of those Star Wars cards. Yeah, but none. There's only 2 or 3 PSA 10s.
Obviously, a fake sale done by Logan Paul.
Obviously, you want to know a funny example?
I thought you bought it, Swag.
No, I did. I bought it because I'm sitting on all hundreds of the other ones, as I'm getting ready for my master plan.
You want to know a funny example of it too? Is I was walking through Target the other day, just buying groceries, and I looked over, and there was Uncrustables, and it said Target exclusive flavor, and I stopped, and I was like, only at Target, huh? And so I bought the blackberry blast. I'm like, damn, Target exclusive. It tastes like it's grape. You know what I mean? I tried. I was like, damn, but Target exclusive. They got my $12. You know what I mean? Like, it works, bro. It works.
Yeah.
Fucking Uncrustables.
Davis, food is meant to be collected, not eaten.
Of course it is. Yeah, I'm not. I ate that one.
How dare you ripped it open? Oh, good. You got.
I bought a second one. I'm gonna send it into CGC. Good. I bought the Pokemon Pop Tarts. That's going to CGC. You know.
Oh, so you're the one with the warehouse full of Pokemon Pop Tarts.
Okay, well, let's change subjects. Hi, what do you? Come on, James. You talk about food now.
Yeah, don't blow up his spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Jesus. But I think it's very interesting, and it will continue to be a word that is thrown around. But I think that people should understand what it really means, and also realize that for the most part, a lot of the people that are being called shills in our industry or in the YouTube world or retailers or whenever that term gets thrown around, it's people don't know what they're talking about, and it's more of a weapon than it is truth. Because like I said, I can't really think of anything right off the bat. I'm sure there's something out there, but I can't think of anything right off the bat where somebody's
truly shilling,
truly got caught shilling for something. Like,
I think that you had it right earlier. It's just gatekeeping. That's what this all that's what this all can be attributed to. It's just it feels gatekeeping. It's Logan Paul posted about manga. I like manga. I don't want other people in my space. I don't want so I'm going to be upset about it. It's like, dude, you should be excited that more people are going to come, and this thing that you've cherished your whole life, you've had this attachment to One Piece or Dragon Ball or whatever. More eyes are going to come to it because of this. Why is that a problem? At least to me, that feels like a good thing.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick, I looked it up. The Luke Skywalker 1977 Star Wars, card number 1. There's 4,700 and something total graded, and then in the PSA 10, there's 9 total.
Wow.
See, that's fucking cool. Now I'm gonna go buy one.
And people have to remember when you see stuff like this too, like a lot changes in 6 months. And that first auction, maybe people weren't paying attention, because at the end of the day, at an auction, right, it just takes 2 people to drive up a price. It takes 2 people that really fucking want it.
And 2 people that found out recently that there's only 9 on the census. Like, if nobody, how many cards exist? Like, how many people know? It's not something that maybe someone's even thought about. Does that card, how many are in a 10 on the census? Like, it could just be random. You're right. 2 people happen to know about it, and then 1 person wins an auction, and then because it went so crazy, more people think about it. It's like
on everybody's radar.
It's really not that complex of an idea.
No.
I just need to know who has the bigger bank account, Steve Aoki or Logan Paul.
I think we know the answer to that.
I think it's Aoki. right?
Yeah, I think Aoki's getting royalties out the ass. on a regular
Really?
basis.
You think
He's
so?
He's got this fat
Honestly,
paycheck.
I was
coming
going
in.
to say Logan Paul.
Oh,
You think
see?
so?
I was going to say Logan Paul for sure.
I was going to say
Hey.
Logan Paul, but I think Aoki might have more family wealth too.
That's true.
In that.
Benihana or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Swag's friends with the Pauls, so we can get him on the show now.
Yeah, friend of the channel.
We can look it up.
And then we can get them both like on the show, right?
Yeah.
Steve Aoki net worth is estimated to be 120 million, and obviously, who knows?
Only Jesus.
150 million for Logan Paul.
Oh,
I mean, that dude's
MJ.
got Prime. He's got that Mr. Beast candy bar. He's in WWE.
Yeah.
That's
Sold a
my
Pokemon card.
Yeah.
He was doing. He got YouTube money when it was big money.
See, I
He's
figured
got the
Aoki would have
highest
got
rated
a.
manga. He's going to sell that for
Oh,
at
yeah.
least 100 mil.
Yeah,
He's got to put it on a chain first.
Yeah.
Yeah, he owns like a card ripping company. Exactly. I bet it's him. But you might be right. I didn't think about the Benihana angle.
Well,
Oh, I figured his music would have gotten him royalties.
Oh, that's true. Same thing with Logan Paul though. Logan Paul made music there.
Did he?
Yelling it for him. Yikes! Yeah, a little bit.
yeah. I think that video was a masterclass, brother. Congratulations on that. I think that it was well done. It was very humorous too, which was a great angle to take on it. And have you heard anything? Have you ever heard? Has that dude ever reached out to you or said anything to you at all throughout this whole thing?
No.
No.
Yeah. I doubt that, I'll probably, I doubt I'll ever interact with him, after this. And even if he makes a response, which I don't think he would, I'm pretty over it. So
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Nice.
the other
We'll move
thing.
on.
That's
I
the
like
other
that-
thing is that I think most people, it's very easy in this world of the internet and internet content and stuff. You think you're never gonna meet these people, but 99% of the time when you meet somebody in person that you have some kind of weird, a disagreement with, you guys are probably going to end up being cool, and you're probably going to be cool with each other. You know what I mean? And the worst thing that could ever happen, and I want to say this immensely, and it's the cheesiest thing in the world to me, is to see people fight at cons. Now I get it; it happens, and every situation is not black and white. It's always gray. But I would be so embarrassed of myself if I got into a fight at a con and my fat ass was rolling around with a bunch of fucking slabbed Amazing Fantasy 15s and PSA 10 Luke Skywalkers, and there's videos of my fat ass fighting another fat ass and half of our ass is hanging out, and you know what I mean, breaking my back and shit. That would be so cheesy to me. So I hope that most people realize how dumb that is, and most of the time you'll just be cool with somebody. Go smoke a blunt, have a drink, enjoy yourself, and it's the way it is. So
Don't get into Pokemon if that's the case.
Well, I was gonna say,
great point.
So you weren't in line today to get the AP Swatch collab?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, so there's that high-end brand, right? I forget what the actual name is, but the initials are AP.
Piguet. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. and Swatch did a collab, so you could buy this watch for $400 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's selling on eBay now for $2K. But they weren't dropping online, they were only dropping in their stores. And it's a collaboration that's going to be on for a while, but today was the drop. People had been waiting the entire week to get a chance to buy it, and then and this is happening all over the world, and then there's literal fights and people bum rushing the stores. Most of these stores had to cancel their opening today, just because it was just so out of control.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Night of Comics for the super chat. He says, I'm going to read your Quintana at Las Vegas, Hive. So there's somebody that's going to read somebody's book. So
I dare you.
Yeah.
I dare you.
Speaking of Pokemon, real quick, check this out.
Of humiliation ritual. Not only are you dumb enough to steal slabs, which has cert numbers so they can be tracked, but getting carried away like that, yeah, you're not recovering from that one, buddy.
And that's another thing that would be so embarrassing like be walked out of a con, you know, after the videos are taken of you fighting somebody and then walk out in handcuffs. You know?
This is a brand new type.
So can you imagine that? And this is happening more and more at cons. People stealing stuff, getting caught.
Did you hear about them getting rid of the Pokemon machines?
At the grocery stores and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Across the board?
Supposedly they're gonna start, taking them out of stores because like most of these grocery stores are, whoever has them are starting to complain about, people loitering around waiting for product to drop. There's all those cheat codes to, unlock the machine, and so it's just causing more problems than actually, helping the business.
I'm not surprised, bro.
I'm not either. I'm surprised it lasted this long.
About to say,
right?
Yep.
I got a Food for Less next to me that whenever I'm like driving home, I drive past it, and if I look and there's a line, it's because like they're just lined up for the, like everyone's in there just leaving with loaves of bread, and then you got a line of dudes in their 30s waiting for the Pokemon machine to restock, and it's like, and that's about arguments and stuff. It's like, God, like, the people in Food for Less are just, God damn it, get that thing out of here.
Yeah.
I want to correct you. I'm in my 40s, by the way, not my 30s.
Sorry, sorry.
Okay.
It's got to be a liability to have those. I mean, I would think,
Someone
like I can't see how it's worth it. One quick lawsuit away from a lot more, losing a lot more income than those machines would bring in for a store.
And for what it's worth, I've stood in the line at Food for Less before, and I was like, all right, this isn't worth it after 3.5 hours of waiting, and I didn't get anything. Yeah, it was not fun, and I was like, what are we doing here? And people were arguing up ahead, and someone comes up, and they do with the chair. There was a guy with a chair on his laptop. I'm like, God, this is just not the vibe. Like, I'll try my luck online.
Yeah. Let's let David Lee Roth sing us out real quick, and we'll get into the rest of the show.
Can you hear me out there? Hey, man, don't be squirting water at me. I'm gonna fuck your girlfriend, pal.
All right, let's get into it before Swag gets out of here.
Yeah, Swag, before you leave, I just wanted to, double check. Are you still joining my K-pop band? No.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I'm gonna shill it so hard.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I just wanted to make sure that was on record.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again for having me on, Brian. I will continue to support and shill for your show, and I hope everyone else shills for it as well. But
Ditto, brother.
Until then,
talk to you soon. Later.
Awesome, man. Thanks, Mickey.
Later.
I'll send you the dance moves.
All right. We got a lot to talk about. Hey, have you guys? I just saw in the chat that they said that Ronda Rousey won. Sorry, spoilers. But have you guys been following that whole thing between them? Their fight.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
Right?
Well, yeah, nobody has.
Bro.
That's crazy.
Bro, I gotta talk about this though. It's kind of crazy watching them fight and the whole lead up to the fight because they're so fucking nice to each other.
Oh yeah,
they're so nice to each other.
High
dude.
fives and super friendly.
I seen Carano was Gina Carano was telling Rousey like, she's the reason that she did this and that, and they're like crying over each other right before the fight and best friends. And I guess Ronda Rousey,
Gina Carano, the one from Mandalorian, she fought her.
Bro,
What?
wait till you see what Gina looks like. Oh yeah, this is crazy, bro.
Dude, she lost 100 pounds in a year and a half.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, she
Yeah,
looks
she's like-
crazy. She's lighter than she was when she was fighting.
She looks too thin, bro.
Oh, was she originally a fighter before actor?
She did some, yeah, she did some.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't aware of this. Holy shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, she got teeny.
She got teeny.
I think she weighed in at like 141.5 pounds. And they just announced the winner right now.
Oh,
by the way.
wow.
So
That's nuts.
Big Leg is in the house over there. He's at the dome.
He's there watching the fight.
Yeah.
Damn, that's nuts.
Look at that.
Yeah, she was kind of built when she was on Mandalorian and stuff, right? Like she was way more muscular.
Yeah, she needs. I shouldn't say she needs. I liked her when I found her more attractive when she had a little bit more thickness to her, but she has lost a ton of weight, and she said it was fucking impossible.
She looks great.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it doesn't look like like she lost it. Like it doesn't look like a problem. You know what I mean? It doesn't look like she has like an issue.
Yeah,
she doesn't have that Zempic face, like
like Kelly.
Like she just
Kelly
worked her ass
Osbourne
off.
lately. Jesus.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah, you
I'm
can't see
scared
her.
for her.
You can't like see her skull through her skin, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Hey, if we shill for Rousey's trade paperback, will she like come on the show? Is that how that works?
We're shilling for her now. No, it's crazy that I always forget that her dad was a Dallas Cowboys quarterback.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. He didn't play like first string or anything, but he was.
I just don't know anything about any Dallas Cowboys, anything.
Yeah. So it was. So Rhonda did win.
Yep.
Is that what we're hearing? Was
Decision,
it a decision? Wow, it went to a decision. That's crazy. That's very surprising.
Did you watch it, Clutch?
No, I just remember to turn it on. I've been building I've been doing some stuff, and it's been a long day, and I was like, I forgot to turn it on, and then I was like, oh, then watch you guys, and then you brought it up, and I was like, oh shit. So sorry.
Yeah, that shit's dope, dude. That shit's really cool.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, I want to give a real quick big shout out to our boy Nate. He posted this. Yeah, he's a huge Iron Maiden fan, and
this guy's got everything, bro.
I know, right?
Dude, his house is amazing. I never
a
want to leave.
collector.
Yeah.
So I want how many people we got watching? We've got 178 people watching. If we can, you guys, let's send a little bit of positive thoughts and prayers to Nate and his family and his mom. His mom took a spill and he wasn't able to be here because I don't mean to put his business out there, but let's get some positive thoughts and prayers out to him and his family. I hope that everything works out well. Love you, brother. That's fucking awesome, man. Even though it is the Walmart exclusive, it's not the OG, but dude,
still cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's way cool.
Fucking
I didn't know
we got a
vinyl. Damn.
Now
I got a
pop
whole
it.
other fucking thing to buy. God damn it.
Right? Well, we gotta
Pop Logan
pop it.
falling to buy it.
We gotta crack it open and listen to it and get some grooves on those records.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Have you guys I saw some people in the chat said that they were starting to get their Dungeon Crawler Carl books in. Have you guys been paying attention? Have you guys at all been paying attention to how crazy those are still selling?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude. This shit's nuts. Let me pull this up.
I've got an issue with one of those guys right now.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Back into drama. Back into drama report.
Let's bring it back, baby.
Keep it up.
No, the dude said, I was like, hey man, where's my package shipped out? And he's like, oh, I'm not shipping it. I have a ton of damages. I got to make sure everyone gets copies. And I was like, did you post it anywhere or email it? And he's like, oh, I emailed it. And I was like, looked, I'm like, there's no email. And he's like, well, it's now a pre-order if you want your whole order. I mean, I ordered like 13 sets from the guy, and I'm just like, let's figure this out, bud. So I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm pretty friendly with the guys involved, so I can give them a shout and see if what you're saying is true or not. But I see people selling them on eBay, so I'm a little sketched.
Right? Look, I mean,
What are you gonna
this.
do?
Look at the prices. $190 for this one. This one was,
jeez.
I mean, look at this. $200.
That was the free
$200.
comic book day one, right?
So
Well, that's one of the variants from the free comic book day.
yeah, this is the free comic book day one. This is the one they sent out. And then
The
they did
Yoshitani.
Yeah, they did retailer variants for like 5 of them. This one was a retailer variant. This one was a retailer variant. This one was a retailer variant. $219.
I saw Mark Brooks kind of getting into it with somebody on Twitter about an homage for Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Really? Mark Brooks has been getting into it.
It was that one. It's the other Absolute Batman homage. He
one?
was
What-
like,
Who was getting about it? Was it Mark?
Mark was just replying to a guy who worked on the cover, I guess, and there was like a discussion about like putting like after so and so in the signature. Like, he replied to him because he was like, you should put I don't know. He had like a whole thing about it. It's on probably on his Twitter if you want.
Good for Mark. Yeah, I respect that.
Well, that's important.
It's an interesting thing because he showed the back cover, and the back cover kind of does like they designed like this whole back cover to say it's an homage and stuff, and he was like, oh, you don't have it on the front though, so I don't know. It's kind of like this weird back and forth between the artist of that cover and Mark Brooks, but yeah.
Well, what's interesting is, speaking of Mark, did you guys see the Absolute Batman Two-Face sales that he had? What was your guys' thoughts on that?
I didn't see any sales. I just saw the cover. It's a cool cover. Is there something going on?
Basically it sold out really quickly, and people were like, oh, this is just nothing but the flippers. And you know, again, it goes back into the whole flipping thing, you know, being a bad thing. People are, you know, a bad name. So let me see if I can find it.
I mean, there's how many fans does Absolute Universe have of flippers, and how many copies, 1,000 copies exist? Like, and he's one of the bigger artists that have, like, the Mann brothers and him have like debatably the two biggest sets of covers for every book. Doesn't seem crazy that
this cover.
I bring it up every time something like this happens, and these questions and comments come out, whether it's bots or whether it's stuff like this.
Back.
Like I just go back to when we dropped our last Ronin 5, the Staniak. We did 500 of one cover and 250 of 3 other covers. Okay. So for that book, that's a pretty big print run. Jonathan and I were at Emerald City Comic Con. We were at the coffee shop in our hotel grabbing coffee. We launched the sale, and on the back end of our website, we had like 1,400 people.
Jeez.
And the book, of course, sold out fucking instantly. Like, we didn't even move in the line, and the book was sold out. And like instantly people were like, oh, bots and this and that. So I mean, we looked, and it's just like, it didn't happen. There doesn't have to be.
We talked about this before. Bots aren't. It doesn't just.
Yeah.
You can't like. I don't know. I think people just think you can just go online and be like, I'm gonna buy a bot account and go. Like, people, every time I do a Whatnot drop, bots. Like, they don't have bots on Whatnot. Do you understand how bots work? You can't just get a bot and be like, go to Whatnot and go to Davis Ryder's stream and then open his buy it now and then click it faster than the guy swiping. Like, a bot isn't just a literal robot on his phone that moves quicker than a human. You have to have. There's like a lot that goes into the bots.
Yeah, you got to program the whole thing. It's not simple.
They're not going to program to a live stream, let alone and you have to like. I've talked to somebody who has looked into the bot thing, and he explained that you have to have like barcodes and SKUs and all kind of stuff. And it's like, I don't think it. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think it would work on
VMs. Then you probably need Python scripting.
Yeah, see, I don't know about any of that. I just know that I don't think when I upload a thing that says Absolute Batman so and so on Whatnot or on a website, that it's able to find it and just check. Like, I don't know.
But this is what AI is for. Duh, come on now.
But when you take a book like this, like, how big is Mark Brooks, and how big is this book? You know, so was it going to sell out?
Batman? How big is Mark Brooks?
Yeah. Like, and are some people that bought it flipping? Yeah, of course. Like, if I'd gotten a chance to get one, I would have fucking bought it, and guess where it would have ended up within 20 minutes.
Yep.
Because I'm not collecting the Mark Brooks Absolute Batman.
Yeah.
But would I have bought one for the free money? Sure. Like, to throw it up on eBay? Fuck yeah. Or throw it up on a live sale, or use it to promote my live sale? Yeah. So yeah, it happens. But I would argue that more fans got this book than flippers got this book. And it's always going to be that case. More fans are going to get the book than flippers.
Yeah.
What did you guys already talk about this cover? Did you guys like this cover?
It's a great cover.
Great. I like it.
It's wicked.
It's so good. So this is what the first post I saw. This is on Facebook in the Absolute Batman group. It says, guys, I don't know about you, but these scalpers, man, they're just breaking my heart. Like the glow-in-the-dark Absolute Batman 21 by Mark Brooks. I like it, but the price, man, it's 100% markup, maybe even more. Maybe it's FOMO or just being a collector and feeling disheartened at the prices, not from his site, but from people scooping up books and then selling them 100% plus. I'm a collector. I would love to have this book like anybody else, but having to fight or even think of paying said ridiculous prices just makes me not want to collect. I know people are going to say don't have to buy it or you got to pay to play, so on and so forth, and they're right. But seeing those prices just doesn't make me want to collect or even think of collecting, just some frustration. And I've seen this from quite a few people that I know in the community have said that they've backed off, they've backed away, they sold their collection. I just saw Mighty Mel V sold his collection to or his entire collection to Emmett at Haven for Heroes. There's a lot of people that this caused them to kind of just get out, and I understand that feeling. I get that feeling, but I also want to say to these people, like, these books will come down in price.
Yeah.
They will come down in price.
The argument that he had to fight people to get this book because of flippers is the misguided thing about this. Like, if every single person that had the intent of selling this book on the secondary market sat aside and was like, I'm going to leave this one alone, only going to let the fans get it, it still would have sold out just as quick.
Yep.
It still would have been just as likely that this person didn't get the book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's the supply and demand on a Mark Brooks Absolute Batman. The supply is way underneath what the demand would have been. And no matter how you put it, it would have been.
Like,
under.
I mean, I don't want to I don't know if this, I hope this doesn't come off as mean, and I don't want to say anything towards this guy and like his feelings on it, obviously, because you can feel however you want. But like, to me,
valid. His feelings are valid.
If you collecting something is predicated on the fact that you're going to be able to get everything, then like it feels like then you're kind of doomed from the start. Like, you're not always going to get every single product. And then on the flip side, what if, like, I don't know, like not every book is always going to be like that. So it's like he's not supposed to sell quickly because, you know what I mean? It's like it's just a weird thing.
Yeah. I mean, there's always been those guys who are the crazy collectors that they want everything, like that I've dealt with since the early Walking Dead days and stuff. And so you do a variant cover, they freak out because they didn't get one or whatever. But we're at this weird time, and I think Brian was talking about it, where there's just so many. And I talked to a bunch of these guys in Facebook groups and chats or whatever, and they're like, whether it's Absolute Batman, Transformers, Sick Tick, like they can't keep up. And then these guys are like the crazy hardcore dudes who want everyone, and to hear these guys like, nah, dude, I'm out. I'm just gonna get one reader copy and that's it. I'm gonna stop collecting like the books. That does kind of scare me a little bit. And it's a bit because of the cover overload, because there are so many variants, and then also too because like there are certain variants. We can talk about Bottom Shelf and how they do stuff, and like people get upset. They're like, I can't get these books. I'm not going to pay $300, $400, $500 to get a book anymore. Like, I'm just gonna sit out. So
yep. I think that it's a weird thing, and I think we all feel at some point a little bit of this. But it also, and this is me playing a little bit of devil's advocate, it also makes getting that book a little bit more special, right? When you eventually do get it. So I think that
it's a bigger payoff if it's like if you can just go out and buy everything, there's no collectible anymore. Like that's the whole. That's what a collectible is. Is like if everything was just available with evergreen stock, then it's not really that collectible, is it?
But
and it's when you're an Absolute Batman collector, how many variants do you have that you didn't have a problem getting and there's no issue with it? And it's like, but then you're kind of sad that one of the biggest creators in comics on one of the biggest comic books that exists with a book that has a track record of selling very high and you weren't able to get it, feels like unnecessary to throw in the towel over that. I get being bummed out, but like throwing in the towel is like, you win some, you lose some. The people that got how many fans were able to get it? I haven't gotten a single other. How many people that have never gotten a Mark Brooks Absolute or have never gotten a Quintana Absolute and failed every time, finally got this one, and they're on the opposite side of the spectrum. Like, finally, I was able to get one of these books. And then then you have the two sides of the spectrum where the guy's like, I'm done collecting.
Well, for anyone to like get that upset about not getting one book. They were probably already thinking about getting out of the hobby anyways.
That's fair.
And then the other point is like
the straw that broke the camel's back.
Yeah.
The other part is like you know, this is what happens when everyone gets a trophy, you know? They expect everything to just be handed to them.
That's kind of what I'm saying. If I'm trying, yeah.
I feel bad that anybody would miss out on a book though and feel like giving up something that they were passionate about, and that does suck, you know. And I feel bad that that's how this person feels, but I also I assume that 90 to 95% of these people, like, they feel that way in the moment, and then they remember why they were collecting it up to that point, and they're like, then they get back into it, you know. They stick with it. And you know, there's always going to be gaps in collections. It's just the way it is, unless you're only collecting A and B covers, right? Unless you're collecting open order stuff, like, you're always going to hit a snag, especially when it comes to variants, especially when it comes to hot books, you know. The interesting one about this was like early on, a lot of these books were easy to get, right? Because there was less of them. There wasn't, the demand hadn't caught up quite yet to supply. Like, how many retailers, I mean, we heard Sean had other Quintana Absolute Batmans before the 16.
Yeah.
You know,
but I mean, also
there's
like the
plenty of
very
books that are
first
sitting with retailers that didn't sell until the book started to pop around that 15, 16, 17, right?
Yeah.
And then those retailers got rid of that back stock. But I mean, there's retailers that sat on exclusives on this book. There's still retail. Hell, I'm still sitting on 19s. You know, I've still got, and the Lobos cover was sick as shit.
Yeah.
And it's first appearance.
I mean, it's also like the first one that really went crazy was the Akira. And it's like, was that person, if you were someone to get the Akira, then sure. But a lot of people weren't. From the beginning, there was tough to get books. It's not like this is all of a sudden randomly impossible to get. And if this guy that posted this, again, I'm not taking any shots at anybody or anything, but like, if he truly had every single Absolute Batman cover, then I would also understand it even more. But there's probably a lot of covers that he decided not to get because they weren't for him, or, you know, whatever reason. Oh, I'm good, I have plenty by that artist. I doubt that he has every single cover. So to base if you're going to continue collecting or not off of, I wasn't able to get one of the hottest covers from one of the biggest artists and one of the hottest books in the entire hobby, I'm done. Unless you are truly, you have every single Absolute Batman, then it's like, again, you win some, you lose some, in my mind. It's a huge bummer. You know, I tried to get all the Clayman manga homages, anime homages and stuff, and I haven't gotten a single one of them. I've had to trade, you know, I traded copies of stuff to get some of those, like, you know, can't cry over spilled milk or whatever.
Yeah.
It is, and it's not, I mean, this isn't exclusive to comics, though. Like, there was so a local skate shop out here had one of the coolest Nike SB drops of like the last several years. Everybody's talking about this fucking shoe, and they did one, like, if you've been a customer at the store, which I have been a customer there, you could go down and just get them the day of release. You know, before they did a big online drop or anything like that, or anything on the Nike store or whatever. I happened to be out of town that weekend, so I missed it. Right, so they did their online drop. I missed it because of technical issues they had with their drop system. And then another store that they partnered with did a drop. I missed out on that one. And then Nike official did a drop. I missed out on that one. You know, and it's like, now if I want to buy the shoe,
no more shoes.
I have to go to StockX. And I will buy it. I'm going to buy the shoe. It's going to cost me twice as much, but I'm buying the damn shoe. You know, but it's not exclusive to comics. This is something that happens in all collectible spaces.
That's what that's what I meant with the Obey and the Yeezy and stuff like that. Like, this isn't new.
Yeah.
Well, and then shoes is a completely crazy kind of market right now too, because like, I mean, just within that story that you told us about that exclusive shoe drop, right? That like 2 local stores had it, then Nike official had it on top of that. And now, like, if you want it at this present moment, you have to wait for StockX. But the crazy part is, even if you wait 3 months, you could probably even get it back through at least the Nike app, because they're constantly having all these new restocks on shoes that, you know, are perceived as limited editions or whatever. But they're printing out. I mean, you know, they're making as like even more shoes than they have ever been within that.
Yeah,
hobby.
they're still making 50 or 100,000 pairs of these damn things. Yeah,
right.
You know?
Which is like, you know, kind of unheard of, and it's like saturating their market right now, because there's not the same demand as there once was. So
yeah,
I know that's a whole different topic.
And I thought this was pretty cool though. Like there was a big rush on this book in particular for the signed and the remarked, like a massive rush. And this book sold out in a trajectory you would kind of expect out of that, where it was immediately remarks were gone, and then signatures went quickly after, and then there was the glow in the dark, the non glow in the dark, unsigned, unremarked. Those sold.
There was a mystery item
and
too,
then
right?
Did he drop? I think he dropped trades. I think
Yeah.
there was trades of it, and the trades actually lasted, from my understanding, they lasted a little bit. You know,
Oh.
so like there was opportunities for people to maybe get something, you know, if they were there at the time, which is, it's cool to see that, I guess, you
Yeah.
know,
For sure. Absolute Batman 21, Mark Brooks.
Yeah, that's a beautiful, like that design on Two-Face is sick. Is really
Yeah,
sick.
I think that might be my favorite of the like reimagined characters.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you guys see the new, I mean, most of you guys seen it, but the new J. Scott Campbell 25th anniversary edition?
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I love that he's utilizing that border cover more.
Yeah.
Like
That's
he
my
needs to
favorite.
just use that forever. Every once in a while, just drop on it.
Yeah,
There's like
those are
what,
great.
4 different covers now at this
Yeah.
point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And kind of changing the border, not even just keeping it the exact same, how it's kind of got like the pink hue to it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's really good.
Mhm.
He knows
And
what
then
he's doing.
there's a full version of it too. I don't know if you saw that, like not in the border.
Right here.
Yeah. Yeah. Go to his, well, he posted it, I think. Hopefully I didn't just.
Yeah,
yeah.
I saw it earlier. Yeah.
Ooh, wee. Jeez.
Yeah.
Louise. Where
the hell's Joe?
I know.
Right.
Joe is gonna.
Mama.
Where's the soundboard Joe too,
cow.
right?
So this is.
Yeah, I mean, look, there he is. He's the first comment.
Of course.
Joe.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Look at that. That's beautiful. And did it sell out? It was today, right?
This Saturday morning in 2 versions only.
Yeah.
Take a
look.
I mean, I would guess.
Oh yeah. If you bought it within the first 15 minutes, it was like 15% off the set price. And I think it, as time progressed, when I looked at it, it was like 5% off.
That's kind of a cool way of doing it.
Get it.
Yeah, you can still get it.
Yeah.
$80 for the 2 cover set. It's not bad. $40 a piece.
Yep.
It's not terrible at all. So
Shilling for J. Scott Campbell over here.
I know. We're shilling.
I know,
Fucking
right?
Shilling.
Terrible.
Oh man.
And the only person that's met him is the Shilling on the couch, right? And Davis, you know, creating content all the time.
Yeah.
We keep shilling.
They all the time.
All right, here we go.
Periodically, once a quarter, right?
There was something else here. Oh, where is it? This right here. This is a Q cover. And
The Lady Death.
oh, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh wow, where is Joe?
Wow.
Mama?
This might be a top 5 cover of his. Actually, it is a top 5 cover of his. In my
Yeah.
opinion.
Oh yeah. I think so.
Mama overload.
I'm bummed out. I'm bummed out because I didn't buy any of these, and he just did them for 24 hours.
24
I didn't
hours.
buy any, and then Q is coming to Heroes, and I had no idea he was coming to Heroes. Although I don't know if I would have gotten this book in time for Heroes, but I would have given it a damn good try.
Yeah. I saw it too, and I was like, it said 24 hours. I was like, I'll get that this afternoon. Of course,
Yeah.
of course,
Basically what I did that afternoon.
of course I didn't.
It's gone.
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone.
The whole they don't even got anything. They're like, we sold out. We're packing up
Yeah.
the whole business.
Page not found. 404.
Oh, what a beautiful book, man.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
God, he's
dude.
so good.
Yeah.
He is so good.
It is an amazing cover.
He's getting better too, where it doesn't look like everything's covered in oil. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he's made some changes to his art. I've noticed that.
Right?
His last couple of covers are excellent and different, you know.
Yeah.
They're different enough from his other stuff.
Yeah. It's amazing. All right, let's take a look at FOC here. I've got a couple of books that we're gonna just go key in on our boy Lefteros, who does our little quick hitters. I think the quick hitters are much easier than going through the whole thing. All right, here we go. Absolute Catwoman #1. We got to talk about that, right? Hold on here.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Especially that freaking damn Panosian. Jesus. Shout out to Cover Price. All right, let's see here. Let's just. Oh yeah.
I didn't realize Snyder's writing this.
Kari Andrews.
I didn't think.
Can I spill something? I'm a shill for myself real quick.
Yeah.
That Kari Andrews looks great. The exclusive he's doing for me for issue #2 looks better.
Ooh.
That's a good cover. If it looks better than that, that's
Nice.
excellent.
Yeah, it does look better than that. It's so fucking good.
So is a Micah.
That one's great.
This is the 1 in 25. It's okay.
It might be the worst one.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Yeah.
I mean,
this
not
is
that it's a
Carla
bad
Cohen.
one, but that one's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is really good.
And then there's the matching. There's like a matching Batman to that. Did you see it? Lucio did a Batman that's a reverse
Batman
of
to
it.
this?
That's cool.
The image in the face is his cover for Absolute Batman.
What?
Yeah, go
That's
look.
fucking
That's
cool.
crazy.
Yeah, I should
That's
go look
really
it up.
cool.
Let me go look and find that here. Search.
So they were cheating off each other's homework when they're sitting at the dinner table looking over. They're like,
2 R's.
Go here, get rid of that. Reload. Nope, that's not it.
Just go to hers.
Carla has it.
Yeah, I think they both posted it. I'm sure.
Nope.
No, I think it'd be on. Was it on KRS maybe?
oh, probably
That's
on
probably,
KRS.
It's probably in KRS, bro. Yeah.
Let me look it up.
This is the sets that they did for the
Yeah, go to KRS.
KRS. Who I don't mind shilling for. Shout out to KRS Comics. One of the best retailers in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see if you scroll to keep going down. That's good. You'll see her cover, and then you'll see his below it.
Oh yeah.
So there's hers, and then go down a little bit. There's his.
Oh wow.
So that's the reflection that's in her mask.
That's
So it's like 2
crazy.
separate books, and then yeah.
That was a cool idea. I don't know if that was KRS's idea or their idea, but that was a cool fucking idea.
Wait. He should be facing the other direction.
Yes, he should.
He should be.
God damn it.
Oh,
God damn it. Can't buy it now. I would never be able to look at it right.
back to the printers.
Yeah. All right. Back where were we? Right there. Okay. Deadly Hands of Kunlun #5. First appearance and cover appearance of Warfist, who is. Wait, hold on. Do we have to go to Lefteros' thing to go check it out? Has he got it on his? Let's take a look. Oh, I didn't put his little thing. Anyways, so there's Warfist. Sorcerer Supreme #7. First appearance and cover appearance of Turin the Quantumancer. That's a little much.
Yeah, it's a great name. Whoever.
Yeah.
You guys aren't specking on Term the Quantumancer?
No.
I'm specking heavy on Term the Quantumancer personally.
Is there a hold on here. Is there a are they doing a facsimile of Legion of Superheroes 20 or 3 years? Is that what they're doing?
I don't know.
I hope not. Oh, I shouldn't say that. Again, I'm gatekeeping because I like the original. Let's go here. All right, here we go. Where's that Pinosian? I know you sent a link to that. Is that on his site, the Pinosian Catwoman?
It's probably an exclusive.
This thing is fucking amazing.
On sale right now.
Sequential art. Ooh.
That's cool.
Ooh. Depending on how that looks.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Spot foil.
Yeah. That could be
Yeah,
good.
I'm not really sure how. I don't know if I've seen very many DC spot foils. I know it's been a thing. I'm sharing an exclusive with Chris with KRS for Catwoman 1, and we have a spot foil of it too, and I'm pretty excited to see how it looks.
Let me go ahead and drop the link for this for you guys. If you guys want
Brian
to.
gets 50% of the profits from this, actually. So
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. That's beautiful. 1,000 trade dress, 1,000 spot foil. I hope the
$20. $20 for the trade dress is not. That's a good price.
Yeah.
That's a good price.
Set. They have a set.
It's killer.
You can get the set and the 1 in 25 for 54, but the 1 in
It's not bad.
25 is not that great. 40 for the
that's
set.
the one. Oh wow, 40 for the set.
Oh,
Stop.
shit. That's
Yeah.
respectable.
$20 a book.
Yeah.
I might go get that.
I hope that the spot foil is the background is foil and she's like gloss, maybe, you know. if
That's
that
what I
makes
mean. I
sense.
don't know what they're because usually spot like like boom spot foil. It's like solid color.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna guess that. I have a picture of. I know that they sent like a picture of how the foil works, and I know the character was cut out, and he had said spot foil. So I think that we're getting the character foiled. I think that's how that works, and the background is spot. So it sounds more like it's spot varnish than like foil.
Yeah.
Like when Boom does the spot varnish, you know.
I love that.
That's cool.
The spot varnish I love, but this is cool. This is the 1 in 25.
It's pretty
for
cool.
that. This is the 1 in 100 Bermejo for that. It's pretty fucking
I
dope
also
right
like
there,
that.
dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sucker for graffiti art.
Graffiti stuff. I like
Yeah.
Spider Ham in the graffiti.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's cool.
That is a good cover. So that's a 1 in 100. There is a trade dress, so buy the trade dress. Dan Mora has a cover B variant that's probably going to be valuable in a couple months because that's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That one was cool.
That reminds me, I got my first copy of Comics Weekly, the magazine, the one that Adam Freeman's doing. So I'm gonna reach out to him at some point and see if about getting him on the channel to talk about that. And I would love to know what everybody thinks of it when we do that show. But one thing that I did see that they had Dan Mora at the top of their hot list, and that was one of the ones where I was like, okay, I agree with that one for sure. He is just both interior art and cover art. He's killing it. So, Scalera one is pretty good for that. The Capes, number 5 second printing. Let's see here if there's anything crazy here that I think is amazing. There's a John Royal. Look at this.
God, I love John Royal, dude.
Yeah. There you go. John Royal, Harlequin. Con Artist number 7. So if you're a John Royal fan. Let's look and see. There's Chat Zudis. Let's see if there's Paul Green in there. Oh, love this. They're doing a second printing. This one. That's awesome. I like that second printing.
Yeah.
That Drax Gal is a good artist. Does a good job in that style. I like. I'm not a real big fan of that manga inspired style, but I like when he does it. Excommunicated number 2. Doesn't look like anything crazy on that. G.I. Joe the Steve Beach is going to be a monster.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
Damn, Samaru. Like some of these, like look that cover almost has like kind of a Peach Momoko, but like also kind of a real classic manga look to it. God, that is
good.
cool.
That is good.
Wow.
Yeah. I like that. I like this one. Well, hold on. Let me look at it. Maybe I don't. I like it.
I like it.
I like
That's
it better
cool.
when it was. I thought it
I
was.
like it.
I thought it was. She had a face paint on. It looked like she had face paint on here.
I like the perspective of that last one, the cover G. Yeah, cool perspective
This
on
is
that cover.
a new series from Image.
Yeah, well, they have the Naked Aggression one, which I'm not totally sure. I saw it, but I'm not familiar with it. And the Yakuza.
It looks like
Seems cool.
Yeah.
Some cool covers for sure.
Oh, there's a not safe for work variant on that one too.
I didn't know they did stuff like that
Is
at
that
Image
Pool
for
Boy?
like order. Did they?
Oh,
yeah.
look! Shout out to Billy. He's got a variant for this. He got a Pool Boy variant.
It's dope.
Yeah. Shout out to Billy. Go get that. economicsandcomics.com.
Shill.
Ghost Peppers. This J Anacleto variant.
So good.
This is the 1 in 50. The 1 in
I don't know
25.
why this series doesn't have more variants on it.
I know. Mm-hmm.
Such a cool series.
Yeah, it's great. I think it's because it's probably gone. It's on issue 13 now or something like that. So people might just be a little like.
I don't feel like there was a ton in the beginning. Like I haven't felt like there's ever been very many though, which is weird.
Just a couple.
The Ito one that was so good that really shot him into the stratosphere.
Yeah.
That was the ratio.
Yeah.
There was that really good Pouliot one, but I don't know if that was a ratio.
It's open to order. That comes out. That comes out right around San Diego.
And then the Anacleto one for number 11 is the 1 in 25, and it's like a $35 book right now. It was on the hot list last night. I like the Green Lantern Corps Sinestro Corps one. You got the Adam Hughes. Positive thoughts and prayers out to him. There's that for Gun Honey.
Is that a foil of it?
No,
it's just a version.
Cover B.
There is a foil.
Oh, there's a foil. There's a version.
Yeah, I think there's a foil. Yeah.
Is that a version or is that a foil?
It
Is
just
there
says
also a
version.
foil?
Yeah.
So there
I
is a
think
foil though.
I'm pretty sure there is a foil. Yes.
They did the Art Germ. I love when Art Germ does this style. I don't know why,
Yeah.
but I like it.
Nothing's gonna top the sidelight cover, but
I know. I agree.
that's still
Shout out to Jersey to the Bay with the super chat. He says April 2025 pre-ordered Mark Spears Evil Dead homage 9.8 from Lost Boy Comics. No word after I reached out in October. So yeah, shout out to that guy. Well,
shout out to that guy. It's crazy.
yeah, that's kind of shitty.
That's classic.
Yeah, Jersey to the Bay. If anybody knows who Lost Boy Comics is, reach out to him. Lost Boy Comics, if you're watching, figure this shit out. I would be pissed too if I didn't get my Evil Dead homage 9.8 because that's a sweet fucking book. Damn.
And just like that, they're no longer a sponsor of the show. Oh, wait.
Who's Lost Boy Comics? No longer a sponsor. That's who. All right. Let's see here. Hab. You got the Suspiria variant. It's a 1 in 20.
Spooky.
Yeah. It's a 1 in 20.
She does spooky very, very well.
Yeah, she does.
She does.
Hellboy. I love Domino. It's a cool one. This is a 1 in 25 Barons. It's pretty good. I love the second printing of Battle Beast number 8. That's dope with Conquest.
That's a good one.
Yeah. It's really good.
Oh, that is sick. Look at the blood splatter on that.
Yeah. Number 2 of Lady Mechanica Mechanical Menagerie. Got the Benitez covers. Here it is. Look at that. They're doing a foil variant of this.
Oh boy.
This is like the 4th or 5th time I feel like they've done that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there was like the Mexican one last year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but this one's officially released by
Bro,
DC.
This cover is so good. It is
I
so
know.
good. This and the Catwoman cover are like top 10 covers of all time for me, I think. I really think that they're in that. And that's to say a lot. But for me, I think that those 2 covers are top 10s.
Have they never done a reprint of this?
They have. Yeah. They did a 2023 foil at San Diego. And that's it.
Mm.
So, man, look how beautiful that is. It's just such a beautiful image.
It is.
So damn good. All right, back. There is the variant for it though. They're doing the superpowers like they do with all of them. Pretty cool. M1. This is gonna be a monster. I have heard so many people talking about this for the last couple weeks. I have seen some really good covers, variant covers for this. Pretty smart to have a racing comic and for Jay Lee to do it, and it sounds like a crazy idea. So here's what it's about. It says all new ongoing series from legendary Jay Lee. When 17-year-old Dev moves to Japan, she stumbles into an underground world of illegal street racing, where speed is power and mutation wins championships. The high-octane sci-fi drama set in near-future Tokyo is fast and furious by way of K-pop demon hunters. You'll love it, E.
Yeah. Well, you know, Jay Lee's my uncle.
So he appears in issue 3.
Yeah. Let me go see if Cover Price has all the variants on this yet, because there are some killer.
Just stop me at a con and I'll sign a copy for you.
All right, guys, my phone's dying. You guys are awesome.
Love you, bro.
Great
We'll talk
show.
to you soon.
Later.
All right. Later, chilling on the couch.
All right, here we go. Nope, there isn't. Okay, so I know there's a Jay Gonzo one that's really fucking good. Let's see here. Look at, is that it? No, that's a dork. This is it. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Right? It's crazy. Really
I totally
good.
missed out on doing an exclusive for this book, which
Really?
sucks considering how much I love Jay Lee. Yeah.
Look how beautiful that is. That fucking dragon is sick.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw that. Dude, that is so good. I can't believe how good that is. Saw that. Dave Dorman had one too, I think.
Yep.
I think. Let's see here.
I think I'm in on the Dave Dorman variant, but I don't remember. Dude, I got so much stuff going on right
Look
now.
at
I
this
can't keep it
dork
all together.
variant from Gonzo.
You need to hire his assistant already then.
I know. I'm working on it.
So that book's going to be
what a nightmare with the dork stuff. Did you hear about they also had all the damages of Absolute Batman?
Oh,
Yeah.
no, I didn't hear that, bro.
Dork, and there was a couple other, I think Department of Truth, there was damages on Department of Truth that were the same.
Literally,
which I got lucky with that. I was supposed to have a 30, I think it's issue 37. I was supposed to have a 37 exclusive for Vegas, and it got pushed back to 38, and I'm really happy now.
Yeah, I'm really bummed that on the other side of that, an hour and a half after I announced my John Boy cover, I got like 3 calls. They were like, "Did you open the books?" And it sucks because it's the, what they do with how they wrap it. You know what I mean? So like the outside cover, everything looked bulletproof, perfect, and the inside, the A cover for the book is like a white cover. So even when I opened it, I couldn't even see it. Like my team inspected them. Like, what are you talking about? And I had to in the right light. I'm like, God damn it! Like, Image is reprinting them. We'll have them in a couple weeks, but still.
That's good. That's good at least.
This is
That's
awesome.
a great cover. Wow.
Brett Booth, 1 in 50? No, cover C. Yeah, that sucks. Do we know who the who the printer
Brett
is?
Booth is so underrated, dude.
He is.
Would you say?
Image is Transcon.
Is it Transcon? Bro, that
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
doesn't-
Image is Transcon.
That's the same one that had all the problems with Mark's bags. Was Transcon.
Mm.
Same problems. Look at that, Terry Dodson. Oh my God, is that good?
Yeah, it's great.
That is fantastic. Look at Crypto. That is fantastic right there. Great cover. Yeah, that's sad. There's a Street Fighters Ken coming out. That's cool. That is a bummer. That's such a bummer that because it's the same problems and the same damage that was on Mark's bags and books. And you would think that they would have figured that out now. This is Jim Lee, you guys.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Wow.
I thought that was Ito.
I was thinking Mac when I saw that.
Yeah, I thought Mac too. I didn't even look at the name on the cover.
Wow. That's cool.
Right? It's different. It's you could tell he's doing something
Did
different.
do
It's
his bag a little
watercolor.
bit,
Yeah. Jim Lee doing watercolor. Maybe Ito's and Jonathan Knight and some of those artists that got really big, maybe he could have seen it and it, like sparked a little bit of a
friendly competition kind of.
Yeah.
Friendly competition, yeah.
With Jim Lee.
I mean, it's like all those like death metal artists, right? It's like this is what they're throwing down, and then this other band from overseas is, since they're trapped in winter, this is what they're same kind of idea.
Sick cover.
That's
This
cool.
is the
That's cool.
1 in 10, but there's a trade dress one for that too. Crazy. Is that a Mortal Kombat like homage? Feels like it, right? Could be
No,
wrong.
I don't know.
Chuma Hill variant on Thundercats. Oh, Tigress Island. Hold on. Look at this. Holy cow.
Wow.
Yeah. It's actually really good art, to be honest. It's a C. Bang Bez or Bang Bees.
Those are not C's.
Yeah.
Here's the wraparound. It's pretty good. I like the covers that they've been doing, man. There's a not safe for work.
I didn't know Image did not safe for work stuff.
Yeah.
Like open to order.
And then this is the regular.
Maybe it's new with the
Yeah, it's got to be a new thing because I don't remember seeing it. They've had plenty of opportunities. They could have done it up to this point.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
DT said that is that artist's first published work. This one right here. So this is going to be a big book, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah.
It's good art.
Yeah.
It's already pretty big.
Yeah. I love the style of the design of this book. I love that.
It's very
style.
distinct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very cool. Good shit. Transformers number 25, fourth printing cover is badass.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's really good.
Yeah, that's good.
Fucking menacing, dude. You got a Daniel Warren Johnson, 33. Yeah. Wait, where'd it
It's
go?
homage to issue 1, right?
Yeah. Because she took over for
Yeah, so
Optimus.
it's the exact same pose as Optimus in issue 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be a big book.
I thought it'd be kind of funny to get like Cedric to do a cover of her and be like, how sexy can you make a Transformer? You know what I mean?
Let's just do an Ickpot Transformer cover.
Like, I bet you like Cedric could do it. You know what I mean? No one's gonna want to say it. I'm gonna put it in front of the camera and be like, "What do you guys think?" And no one's gonna want to say it. But they're all gonna be thinking it.
This one's really good. This is the 1 in 25 Evan Cagle. That's good. That's gonna be a hit.
Do that out. I mean, you can get like the round gear for the butt. Maybe I don't know.
This is the 1 in 50. That's sick too. That's that new character. So that could be something interesting. Cool character. there's that. Tyler Rake, number 3. Has anybody been reading that series so far? I heard that was really good when it first came out, but I haven't checked it out. What If Thor? This is the 1 in 25 Putri for that. Let's take a look. Oh, that's going to be a hit.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's going to be a hit. 1 in 25. What If Thor? Here is
Secret Wars homage.
Yeah, Secret Wars homage.
It's one of the most original ones. Doesn't really feel like they didn't put him in the the pose.
Yeah,
it does
And he
kind of
put
feel like
after-
an original.
After Zek, good on him. Witchblade.
It's interesting.
Let's see here. X-Men. Really good Alex Ross Namor cover. Pretty dope. And then this is
Chris
the
Anka variant's cool.
The which one? Oh, the Anka. Yeah, I'll show that in a second. This is the soccer one, the Phoenix one that they're doing all the soccer ones. And you're right. This is a hit. This should have been a ratio, man.
Well, there might be a Virgin variant that comes out at some point.
Yeah, might.
There might be.
Hell yeah.
Allegedly.
Hell yeah.
Allegedly. Who knows?
Damn, that's good, dude. You know why it's so good too? Because you don't realize it, but that's the fur that she wears.
God,
Yeah.
there was a Virgin that you could get for it.
Oh, bro.
If only.
If only.
If only.
Gosh.
Let's see.
We'll have to wait and see.
You didn't hear it here at all.
I'm saying if only. God, if only.
It's past Davis, shilling for future Davis.
Yeah. This is a Ripperverse one, dude. Wow. Yaira Frost and Ruin. Who did that cover? BTG. Never heard of that artist.
Oh, did we witness the double shield then? Here?
Wow. There we go for all the Ripperverse fans and haters. Youngblood number 100. All right. We talked about this the other day with this image, how cool this is.
It is cool.
Right? The Kirkman. So that's going to be a cool one, but there are a lot of really good covers for this.
Did you see that bottom one, the one they just announced that's got all the other characters?
Yes, sir. And drawn by all the other artists too, right? No?
No, I don't think
no.
so.
So it's just Liefeld and
There's like 3
McFarlane.
different versions of this. And
Well-
this is the only one that has the other image characters.
So this is really cool. And if you guys remember, you heard us talking about how cool it would be to get to see McFarlane ink Liefeld again. Well, that's exactly what this is, you guys. This is Liefeld inked by McFarlane.
Oh, that's dope.
All right? Just like
Yeah.
the OGs. And it's funny because Mark talked about this with us. How cool. I remember him saying one time way long ago, like, how cool would it be to get Rob to do a cover and then get Todd to like ink it again? And I was like, bro, that would be awesome. He said that so long ago. And here it is. So,
yeah, it's a great cover.
Yeah, it's really good. And I think that is it. Oh, is there any more? I think that's it. Yeah. A lot of people are giving shit to Rob for, he did a retro one, because this is 100, you know? That's good too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And they're like, this is really an issue 100. Well, it's all the Youngbloods that they've ever printed together, right? Throughout the different
legacy,
series.
it's legacy numbering.
Legacy numbering,
Yeah.
exactly.
It's
Same
very
thing that
normal.
Marvel
They
did.
do it. You think ASM 1000? You know what I mean? Like they weren't on issue 1000. They've done 1000. Like that's not an uncommon thing. Anyone who's giving them crap hasn't been paying attention.
You got it.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe's done it, right? When they
Mhm.
flip over to the different publishers, like so.
Venom 250 that happened not that long ago. It's a very common thing, especially in Marvel. But yeah,
Yeah, Marvel did it. Oh, DC did it too, because you know they they had their numbering, then they went to the new 52, then they went back to legacy numbering.
Yeah, definitely
So-
a common thing.
Yeah.
Oh wait, but never heard of it before. You know, first
No
time.
idea.
Yeah, Rob is way too crazy. You know.
Yeah, and if only there was a virgin variant of that Chris Anka cover.
Well, speaking of that, what do you guys got coming out? Let's start with you, Davis. You got anything cool coming out soon?
If only that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Next week I don't have anything dropping, but I have a Berserker with Godtail sometime in the next coming weeks, and then Dork #4 that's getting reprinted. That one they said they would have it to us early June, so it'll probably be around then that I'll actually be fully releasing that. And then early June is also the Kickstarter launch for Sweet Death, so gearing up for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so planting the seeds for future shills. Got it.
Correct. Yes. Future.
Why don't you come on tonight? Yeah.
Yeah. You want to go to Kickstarter and pre now.
James, what about you, bro? You got anything coming up? You got anything going on?
I mean, if you want to shill, I did drop a book yesterday.
Ooh, is that the link that I see back there?
It is, and I have a special discount code for the Beyond Wednesdays faithful.
It's called Shill Code. Come on now.
It is. The discount code, if you
Shill.
guys want, for tonight only, is Shill20.
Is that real?
It is real.
That is great.
Shill20.
Shill
Oh,
20,
yeah.
you guys. That's fucking
Shill
great,
20.
bro.
That's
Let
a
me write
great
this down.
cover.
SHILL 20 for 20% off.
20% off.
20% off, you guys. That's fucking amazing. Here we go. Suspiria.
Would you call it a 420 code?
I should show you guys. Let me send you the. I'm gonna send you the link. We haven't shown this to anybody yet. This is Sean and I's other exclusive for Vegas, and like everybody's talking about the. We've been so focused on the Quintana that we haven't even like shown the other one, but we just got final approvals on it, and it's an Aaron Yee inspired cover. So.
Oh, it's an Aaron Yee inspired cover. Nice.
Yeah, because you basically came up with the idea. I think me and you were like bouncing it off of each other.
How high
One
was
show,
I?
and I said this would be amazing. I threw it in the Google chat thing that we have, but we haven't talked about it yet. It's super crazy low print run that we're doing for Vegas, but we're doing a spot foil of it, and it's gonna be fucking dope.
Another book I can also sign for at some point in time.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Hold on. That is funny, bro.
Isn't it great?
That is fucking funny, bro.
Oh shit! I forgot. I do remember this
funny.
conversation now.
So we got them to let us do a spot foil, so only the mirror is foiled, and the cocaine, the bill, everything else is not foiled.
Oh, that's
it's gonna
awesome,
be
dude.
fucking amazing. But our print runs on this are like crazy low. I think we did 100 of the regular, and then the spot foil. I think we only did like 40 of the spot foil.
Bro, that is so good.
Yeah, and we did. I think we did some medals too, but
I hate to say it.
We're hoping we'll have the medals in time for Vegas. We don't know that we will though.
I hate to say it. I think we've been bouncing this idea for a long time. At some point in time,
Yeah.
like the original concept to this,
Yeah.
it's gone through quite a few iterations. I'll say that.
So I didn't think they were going to approve it. Not only did they approve it, but like the entire creative team was like, "This is fucking awesome."
Oh, awesome! I'll take a high five for
I didn't think they'd approve it at all. And Garrett Gunn did the artwork, so it's
that's even better.
It's even better, right?
Yeah.
So I was super stoked on this one.
That is so cool. I want to give a real quick shout out to Slabulous Joey. He hit me up and he saw a show, I think, where we were talking about that cool like style. I don't know what it is. He's gonna have to explain it, or one of you guys are gonna have to explain it, but it's like this treatment that they do where it almost looks like there's like pearlescent flakes, like little, like it's got a little texture and it's like pearlescent. And he did that with the cocaine hippopotamus one that he did, that the
Oh, where's like a pearlescent finish?
Yeah.
Like in painting, like oh, war paint. You know what I mean? Where you
Yeah,
have
let me go
those-
grab it real quick. I'll be right back.
So to go back to that image, dude, it's kind of really funny. Is that back in my partying days, I may or may not had a mirror that looked exactly like that. That with the substances on it and razor blade, and it was actually round with that kind of motif around it too, which is the funniest part.
True.
What I thought was brilliant, it didn't even dawn on me at first, but when Garrett turned in the art and stuff, like it didn't even dawn on me until we got it colored, but that it's like a full wall mirror, because of course it would be, right? It's a hippo. It's not like
Right.
a little mirror. It's like a full, ornate wall mirror. And it like didn't dawn on me when he sent the inks and stuff over. And then we got it colored. I'm like, oh, that's fucking smart.
Yeah, so I think it's funny to me on multiple levels. So I can't wait for that book to drop, because you can just buy a couple just for
Aaron, I've got you, man. Like you helped come up with the idea. I've got you hooked up.
Oh, sweet.
You're all right. I got you already.
Oh yeah,
that's exciting though.
Is Vegas next weekend?
Fuck. I hope not. No.
two away.
Yeah, two away. Oh, you want to see the fucking COAs for the Quintanas? I was stoked on this shit.
Oh, that's cool.
I'll put some work into those.
That's cool.
What are those?
The COAs for the Berserker for Vegas.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's dope.
Oh, I like that. Then that's
Yeah.
even
Hold
better
on.
on multiple.
It's a
levels.
raised foil.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, and then the back's got the.
Oh, that's
curtain.
even cooler.
Yeah, but that raised
Yeah.
fucking foil. Woo! So cool.
It's like a
That's
wedding
cool.
invite.
Yeah.
So this is, I don't know if I can show this on here, but if it's going to show, but like, you can't really see it, but
Maybe take it out of the bag, maybe.
it's got like this, it almost like has a texture to it, dude. It's very cool. You can't really see it, unfortunately.
You might have to take a picture or something
Yeah.
like that.
But it's really cool. It almost looks like it's got like I said, it's almost like pearlescent. It's very interesting.
So, hold on. I'm looking through their cover treatments.
I love that type of stuff, and I know Polito did that really cool in a really cool way not too long ago at Swornfest. It was amazing.
Spot holofoil chrome.
Spot holofoil chrome. There you go.
Yep.
Brian
And
Roberts.
it's a very expensive cover treatment. I'm looking at the price right now. It is not a
Really?
cheap cover treatment. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Wow.
Brian Robinson's just commenting. He's like, "When did Yee's hair get long? I don't know. It's been has it been 2 years? A year?
Yeah, you've had
I don't
hair,
know.
long hair for a while now. So
Yeah, it's hard to remember now at this point.
yeah. Yeah.
I think it got to a time period where I just stopped cutting my hair. It must have been like at least 2 or 3 years ago.
Welcome to the club. We just need James to join now.
I had long hair for a bit, guys. I don't know
Yeah.
if you remember that.
Yeah, I do.
I did. It drove me nuts because my hair is not. It's thin enough that it was hard for me to take care of it, and manage it. So I
Yeah.
went back to short.
Clutch had long hair too at one point.
All right. Let me think. What else is going on? Is there anything else that I want to talk about? You guys have anything else that you want to talk about?
There's the tickets are on sale for that art thing in San Diego.
Yeah. So what? Explain that again, real quick, James.
Yeah, so Sean and a bunch of other dudes put together Hell Destroyer Comics. They put together an art night at San Diego Comic-Con. I think it's that Wednesday. I bought my tickets for it and I posted a thing about it, but it's limited to only, I guess, 200 people. Yeah, there you go. The Art Summit.
Celebrated
Thursday.
artists. Dan Quintana, Dave Dorman, Jim Mahfood, Souza Micah, Suspiria, Katya, Stuart Sager, and Felix Leone.
Yeah. And I guess they might be adding some more leading up to it. That's just the confirmed right now. And then there's
So-
the first 80 people get a Quintana print, which I don't know if you guys have seen what his prints sell for, but his prints sell for more than that ticket sells for. So
Here's the link for it. It says July 23rd, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Harbor Club across from Hall B. Premium comic art, exclusive giveaways, free food and beverage with signings by Quintana, Dorman, Mahfood, Sozamaika, Suspiria, Stuart Sager, Felix Leon, Katia, and more. That's pretty interesting. Are you going to be in San Diego early? Obviously, you are, James, right? Because yeah. And then what
Yeah, I
about
got
you,
way
Davis?
too much shit going on down there.
I usually drive down like the with the preview night day, which is that like Wednesday afternoon. I usually drive down and get there around like noon. So I'm only like 2-ish hours away, so I don't typically go down like early, but I'll just drive down early in the morning on the day before.
I think
sadly I won't be there this year.
Damn.
So I'll be
Do you know
there.
where your booth is going to be yet, Davis?
Booth? I'm not doing a booth.
Oh, I thought you had a, I don't know.
No.
Just a million exclusives.
Just a million exclusives. Yeah.
Crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
Same dude, same.
I'll be there Tuesday through Monday, which is going to be nice. So if you guys are, if
hell yeah.
anybody's going to be there Tuesday night, hit me up. But I'll be doing this. The plan is to try and do a live show from this again. And then they'll also have another retailer event, I think on, when is that? Is that Thursday that they're doing that? That like retailer event thing? Yeah, July 23rd, San Diego. No, wait, that's the same one.
That's the same thing, yeah.
Yeah. There's supposed to be another one that they're going to do there too. I might be at that too. Yeah, very, very cool. So that'll be fun to check out. Make sure you guys, if you guys want to do that, I dropped the link for this in the live chat.
Don says it's Tuesday.
Tuesday. There we go.
Yeah, he just sent me a text. He's like, Tuesday.
Okay. So not too bad. That'll be cool. I'm looking forward to that. Man, San Diego's coming quick, man. By the way, speaking of that, I'm not going to be able to have a sale tomorrow night, but I will be, everybody that bought something from me on last Sunday night in the sale I had, that will be going out to you Monday morning. So you guys should be getting that soon. And then I will be doing a sale, I think, Monday night, maybe a card sale. But as you guys know, whenever I do sales, it's usually to get ready for a con, and San Diego is right around the corner. So if you guys want to pick up some cool items for decent prices, you guys, and so help me get to San Diego, check out the sales. I do dual stream them on YouTube. So if you just follow the YouTube channel, you'll get a notification whenever I go live, and you could, link into those. So it's pretty cool. And then what else do we have? Oh, we have Brian Haberlin and the owner of ICV2 coming on the industry show on Tuesday. So that's going to be fun. We have, what else do we have coming up? I think we have something coming up with Comics Board Inc. also soon. A nice little announcement, Sveta announcement coming. That's going to be awesome. And I can't think of anything else right now, but a lot coming. Getting ready for San Diego is crazy. I think. What do you guys think about San Diego this year? What do you guys have any thoughts on San Diego this year? Think it's going to be nuts? Do you think it's going to be kind of low key?
I think it's going to be good. I think that there was a lot of drama last year around the tidal wave stuff and everything. So I think that this year is not going to have that.
Yeah.
And the vibe, which that we were talking about that last year when we were walking the con floor, that there was a lot of that on the internet. But then when we were there in person, remember you were like, have you heard anything? And I was like, no, like it didn't feel like it really affected it. But so I don't think, I think either way, the vibe's going to be good. Feels like it's exciting. Feels like this year is the biggest for cons in the last few years. So I'm sure it's going to be killer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
I'm excited. I haven't been to San Diego in a couple of years. I needed a few years off. I'm excited to go back this year. I think, like Davis said, I think the industry, especially around conventions, feels really good right now. Not just from a financial standpoint, but like
excitement.
It seems like people
Just
are
say
really
general
enjoying
excitement
it, and
of
yeah,
comic.
and they're excited for them. And I think San Diego is going to be a really fun one this year.
You got Marvel coming back to Hall
Mhm.
H, and Marvel movies are coming back. Like, you know what I
You know
mean?
what
Firing
I'm-
on all cylinders.
You know what I'm really hoping for? I'm hoping we
Hmm.
get Mark Spears at San Diego this year, and there's a Spawn 77 panel. That's
That
what
would
I
be
hope.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope that happens. I would
Did
love
you
to
guys
see that.
watch Punisher, by the way?
No, I
I
haven't
didn't.
watched it
Yeah.
yet. I was gonna check it out this weekend, and I totally spaced. Is it good?
I like it.
It's okay.
I listen. I grew up on the Punisher Max stuff, so for me it was like, this is cool. You know what I mean? Like it's.
I just think
I liked it.
I liked it, but I think it should have been the best piece of Punisher that we've gotten. And I
Oh
don't
yeah, it definitely wasn't that.
I don't think
mean,
it was better than anything on Netflix or even how he was on Daredevil.
Yeah, it was entertaining though.
It was very entertaining. It was very entertaining. Do you agree that it is debatably, and this might, I mean, some people might hardly agree, or like harshly disagree, sorry, that it's the worst piece of John Bernthal Punisher? Because I think it is.
Yeah,
Which is
But
he has a high
that's
bar.
like-
Yeah,
that's a high.
He's a
you
perfect
know,
casting.
that-
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was a
Everything he's done
high
is good.
mark to try and match, anyways. So
Yeah. It was good.
Um,
It was fun. It shouldn't have been 44 minutes. It should have been an hour 10.
Do they lead into Spider-Man at all?
No,
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
really. Not in any currently foreseeable way.
Not in a meaningful way. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
that
so
44 minutes felt like 20. Like the
Yeah.
pace of it
That's
was
so
like
weak. Yeah.
Okay, so-
pretty nuts.
So now I know why John wasn't on the show tonight. He was busy
Mm-hmm.
watching that like multiple
Punisher.
times. Huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 I've heard. I mean, everyone I've talked to has been like, I like it. Like, no, it doesn't seem like anybody has a problem with or dislikes it. I just think I expected more personally.
Yeah. It would have been cool to have gotten more. Like more Punisher is always going to be good.
Exactly.
More John Bernthal Punisher is always going to be good, but it
Mhm.
definitely, like, if you're comparing it to the Punisher series or the Punisher we've gotten in the Daredevil stuff, like, no, it's not
Yeah.
close, because those are amazing.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm. Him on Born Again last year in season 1 was incredible. Like all of his episodes with him are like he's so electric.
yeah.
Yeah. Real quick update. A lot of people have been asking about these over the last couple of weeks. These are the reprints or the damages, the replacements have been printed, and they are going to start shipping them out, it sounds like. So, which is very cool. This is from Sequential Art, talking about how these books are shipping this week. So you guys should be getting your Sveta Shabina comics and magazine variants with. This is the first comic appearance of the Halloween trio. So it could be a decent spec play in the future with the Dreadful 3 coming out. So
nice.
Oh, I need to message him because I pre-ordered the 9.8 from him.
Nice.
So I need to find out how long that might take.
So Vatolo says the 9.8 CGC 9.8s are not shipping out. Yeah, they probably have to send those in now because they were all damaged. Those are getting sent to CGC. Makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
So there you go. That'll be interesting. But
Hopefully they paid for the fast track. No, I'm just joking.
We always talk about, well, I mean, I guess it'd make more sense to wait till it ends, but the Exquisite Corpses Kickstarter's been kicking some serious ass.
Yeah, I saw that the video or the TCG.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Vato.
Yeah. There we go. Kickstarter. Dude, anything that Tiny Onion is doing right now is crazy. Look at that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Didn't this fully fund in like 80 minutes?
Probably.
Oh, there we go. Bottom left corner. I know how to read. I promise.
Yeah, damn, didn't this make $157,000 in the first 4 days?
There you go. That's cool.
It's
Yeah,
cool.
I'm
Photo of
playtesting
Michael
it.
Walsh running through the first playthrough of the game. That's cool.
There's also some reprints throughout these of Exquisite Corpses 1, which there's like some pretty cool different treatments and stuff you'll see. Some pretty cool covers that they made for it, which is a cool little thing to have there. You still can, if you're like a fan of the comic, I think it's maybe
that one has one.
Yeah, that's a cool Ian Bertram. Yeah, it's a sick cover.
Yeah,
and then the other one's got that. I think it's a foil.
It's a gold foil. Yeah, look at that.
That gold foil is sick.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
that's cool.
This is the one. $90. You get, it's called the 13 Families Edition, and it's like
like custom dice and stuff. Like that's
oh wow.
sick.
And the cards are a spot foil too on that one as well.
Wow.
Feels like not a bad $90 to spend. That's for sure.
And they've got the they've hit a couple of the stretch goals already too. So there's a bunch of extra shit so far. They're definitely going to be hitting a few more stretch goals by the end of it, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, does this include your likeness drawn into the season?
That's
2?
crazy.
That sold out almost instantly.
Yeah,
that's cool.
The whole thing for 170.
That doesn't seem bad.
No,
not
at all. You get both comics. I bet you both those comics would pay for that easily.
Yeah, they'll probably cover the price if I had to guess.
Yeah. That's a killer buy-in. 170.
This is the one the one that kills me is the art one, just because I think they were way off base with the pricing on it.
$5,000, yeah.
Because he was selling the original. Now, granted, this was like when the book before the book had really popped, but he was selling the covers for like $3,500.
Oh wow!
So $5,000 for card art is like a little hard to swallow. I think there's only been like one person that's backed it. And then you don't even know which character you're getting. They're going to roll a dice and figure out the order of who picks what first. So like you might end up with a character that like you just don't even like. So,
but I don't want to use dice.
I think it would have been better served if they had like priced each cover out individually and figured out a good solid pricing system for it, you know?
Yeah, but I don't think there's a way to really do that on Kickstarter.
I mean, you'd have to add a bunch of extra tiers. It'd be
exactly. I think it was just like a easy. Yeah.
This you get prototype cards for $10,000.
Yeah, you get the 10 original prototype cards. Yeah, and they're sending. That was a new thing they added after the first day. Is they're sending all the prototypes into CGC for grading first.
Oh, retailer packs. That's cool for all your retailers.
Yeah.
You get 25 games, 25 of the decks for $250, $10 a piece.
$10 a deck. Wow.
Yeah. Includes 25 copies of the Civilian Edition. Large retailer pack, 100 for 1,000. 1,000.
And you get an event card.
Ooh. Oh, your shop logo here. That's cool.
Yeah.
That is
Bitch
cool.
Bitch can't guess who backed that one.
All right, which one are you shilling for this?
Yeah, I'm sure the Hive feeling for Hive.
This is a pretty good. Oh, here you
go.
go.
I liked the blank sketch cards. I thought it was kind of a cool idea. So if you go back up, it was one of the stretch goals, or not one of the stretch goals, but one of the add-ons. So they did the cards, but with the blanks. So that'd be really fun. I think next year at conventions, seeing people getting those drawn on.
And then you can get another comic.
Yeah.
Kickstarter exclusive reprint of #1 cover by Diego Gisbert Lorenz. It's a cool beanie.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very cool. Very affordable. Very cool thing. Love it. Shout out to crowdfunding and Kickstarter. It is not shilling to support a Kickstarter, you guys. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Even though people
especially one that you know is going to be done right because of the track history of Tiny Onion. Like it's going to be done right. The timelines were super realistic. Like, it'd be a good one. It'd be a really good one.
That being said, we're going to go hang out backstage for a little bit. We'll see you guys soon. Adios.